West Coast.
Oh yeah, you know I have to turn it up for one time. Elliott, you ready? DJ Hed, you ready?
West Coast.
Hey Jeremy, you ready?
They know it's time.
Let's get it. It's a cold game, cold world, that's why we talk about it. Ain't like everybody else that'll just walk around it. Views is different, snap a picture and now it's vintage. Cause it ain't just talking for the views, that's how he meant it. It's the bigger picture. Yeah, it's the bigger picture. Yeah, it's the big picture.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. The bigger picture.
Slap, dude. Slap.
See, even our producers got slaps for you niggas.
You don't be slapping like that to start your show. You know what I'm saying? You don't do it like us.
What are they talking about?
They ain't talking about nothing. It's not what are they talking about.
What are they
They're not
talking
talking
about?
about me and the internet. I haven't done anything this week.
No, it's what they talking about.
You want to know something? Before we started, Hed said to me, you know what? I'm going to go the whole episode. No hazing today.
No hazing you?
What was the first thing that we just did?
I didn't haze you.
You critiqued the way I said, what are they talking about?
I was making a correction about a historical a historical IP called GNX, and I was just correcting the enunciation of said words.
So you'd feel better if I said it in Kendrick's voice? I don't think you would.
I would. So would the people.
So that is the elephant in the room. People really feel that Hed takes it too far. His hazing of you is the way he talks to you, the way you guys interact.
Hey, don't add like extra emotion when you talking about it. Like,
have you received this information, right? Some of the
people
feedback has been
telling me like that I be doing too much, and I'm like, well, actually, no, that's not true. Only the internet comment section in the chat be like the chat,
the bigger picture fam.
Okay.
So Jeremy's fooled these people to be concerned about his feelings.
Only you bots think that I be like doing it too much, but I don't even. I'm gonna try to go the whole episode no hazing of Jeremy Hecht or Elliott Wilson.
Nah, hey man,
I'm gonna make stark corrections when cultural infringement happens, but other than that, no hazing.
Okay, all right.
Watch how many of you niggas asleep before the end of this
exactly.
episode.
I want to hit show, man.
I see that.
Haze is Haze Hecht. Haze Hecht. Hazing Hecht needs to continue. It's a natural thing.
Well, here's the thing. I think it's usually a pretty good balance, and what most people do understand in the chat is it's a loving relationship. You know?
I fuck
off
with
camera,
this fool.
we fuck with each other.
Yes.
On camera, we fuck with each other.
I've been seen in public with Jeremy Hecht.
That's
more than I can say for women in my life.
That is very true. You don't hide me from the world.
No, I don't hide. I just don't believe in popping out and showing.
Private man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We go to the movie theater and you know.
Way out there. far away.
I don't need people I don't need Charles and Harvey breaking my relationship down. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool.
It's not even haze though. His best thing is when he just gives you the stern no. Like even does it to me. Like say something to Hed, he's like no. Well, like that's the best. That's the most sunning he does.
He does it to both of us. I like
it's sunning.
Yes, it's super evil and dismissive.
It's
so quick.
evil.
It's like my feelings get hurt every time.
It's evil and dismissive.
No.
I'm not gonna.
It's like a father. Like no. You go outside? No.
Hey, y'all trauma dumping, right?
The only time
get Elliott Senior on the phone right now.
The only time I get upset is if I'm like legitimately asking a question that it doesn't even deserve a no. It would deserve an exploration.
But why do you fall for it? Can we get the full transparency before we started filming? Hed goes, yeah, I got this unreleased Kendrick song on GNX Deluxe. And you fall for it. You're like, yo, you're gonna play. Oh my God, wait till we get on the air.
I'm still a fan of this shit. Listen, what I said is I don't want to be so skeptical that I'm turning into somebody I don't want to be. If he says, hey, I have a new Kendrick song from GNX, and one day I say, I bet. And he said, okay. And then I miss out on the Kendrick song?
So you need to maintain your innocence in a sense.
To some degree.
That's what you're looking for.
I'm trying not to get jaded.
I don't know if I offer that in this mentorship program I got you installed in. I don't know.
Okay, what would your advice be to maintain my position?
You have to lose your innocence, man. Your innocence is going to go sometime. Might as well, I mean, will we have an innocent Hed? I'm sure we're innocent in this business.
I'm still innocent, sir.
You're not innocent.
I am.
You're just uncompromising and you create your own
I'm very innocent. What do I do that's not innocent?
You've seen through the bullshit. You have the amazing off the record conversations.
I've been jaded.
Yeah,
jaded is the word. Yeah.
No, Hecht
he's trying to
hasn't been
maintain that.
jaded or compromised yet. It's coming though.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
You think this is going to be like, is this like
this might be the year of it.
Is this
25?
Nah, he got one more year. He still get excited over bullshit.
You say get excited for bullshit.
Is this like the Drake Light Up record where I have Jay-Z talking to me and being like, he's like, don't feed into it. You're gonna let this happen. And Drake's like, no, I'm just here. I'm the guy.
Like I could show Hecht a text from Dot right now, and he get excited. You know what I'm saying?
I'd still light up.
Yeah. So I was saying, he still got another year before he's completely like a curmudgeon like you.
Damn.
Well, I'm just happy to be here.
Whatever being nice to your colleagues in this episode. Well, that's out the window in 5-minute, 10-minute mark. Curmudgeon? Is that why niggas take shots at me? Because I'm curmudgeon? Is that what the streets are saying? Charlotte views me as a curmudgeon gentleman? Is that why he has fascinated me?
That's just what they call
Am
me.
I curmudgeon, Charlotte?
I don't even know that I've heard that word outside of taping. Maybe the first time I've heard that word.
Man, curmudgeon. I've been accused of being a curmudgeon.
No, that's what they call me.
Yeah.
They call you a curmudgeon.
Oh, 100%.
Capricorns are curmudgeon.
They say I'm a curmudgeon and I'm maniacal.
I can see that. Well, we saw the way
I could see that.
You say I can see that all the
It's an accountability show right now.
There's still a backlash over the prank you pulled at the end of last year.
Oh, no, it's still more coming.
No, there's no. Why? Okay, let's talk it out. Why would there be more? Why was it not finished? Why did that not be? Why was that not a finishing move?
That wasn't
in the
not
ring?
like us. That felt like the knockout blow.
You told me that
619.
Shinsia was in the building. I went looking for my queen.
Yes.
You didn't stop me.
Yes.
You didn't come over and be like, hey, Hed, you look like a stupid ass. Well, I was going to say, you know.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? But you wouldn't, you know what I'm saying?
There you go. This is growth. Okay, let's continue. Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll get to topics. Still early in the year, 2025.
But you told me that Shinsia was there. She was in fact not there.
He's still mad.
It's Shinsia. Do you follow Shinsia?
Mad because you're not innocent like Jeremy Hecht. You listen. You're not innocent like Jeremy Hecht. You actually was fooled and believed she was in the building.
I 100% believe that she was there.
Wow.
Because I didn't know that this man had the...
You underestimated him.
No. The
wherewithal?
See that? No? How quick that was?
The maniacal mentality of his... Damn, it's hard not like... I want to take a jab. You know what I'm saying?
No. It's the bigger picture. Here, go.
I want to get it. I was going to make it.
All right, for the sake of this segment, go for it.
Yeah?
You can
okay.
toss a little jab.
Okay, so I didn't think that he had the maniacal mentality of his ancestors to send me into the depths of the darkness.
He went generational.
First of all,
he went generational.
My ancestors had nothing to do with this. I am
Winnipeg.
Canadian.
Winnipeg.
Okay? Yeah,
I guarantee you, if we went down the line to Hecht all over the world, somebody participated or enabled some atrocities.
The Hecks avoided World War II, okay? They would have been just as bad off in that
They participated.
Scenario.
Oh, we got to do the family tree. You got to go to ancestor.com.
I guarantee you there's a Hecht somewhere that has said the word that you don't say.
He's so happy to get this off. And once we opened up the box,
I'm done.
Okay, close it back up. Like, finish what you were saying.
Shit.
But you underestimated Jeremy's,
I did underestimate it.
Wow, okay.
Which is a mistake.
That he must continue to pay for. You didn't
100%.
You didn't get him in the back enough.
No. All I did was drop a record or two. I still got to do a show,
but
invite the homies. You know
do the song 8 times.
But we didn't even get like
Unify gangs.
It would be like if Push-Ups and Euphoria dropped and then I never responded.
No, it wouldn't be like that.
Yes, you don't even need to go to Not Like Us. You gave me a Like That,
you got to.
Which was your instigation through the show, always pranking me. I gave you a Push-Ups back. I said, okay, let me push back. Let me hit a little record. Then you gave me a Euphoria, which is still dissecting to this day and ringing off in my head. I wake up thinking about
Cold Sweats.
Whatever the intro to Cold Sweats. And I didn't respond.
But
I conceded. So why do you need to continue to go?
You know why?
Why?
Because it was a friendly fade. You made it personal. We should have kept it at a friend. We could have keep it this way. But you made it you involved family. So now I
did not involve family.
You told me my wife was in the
future queen. You
brought
the women involved.
You brought the woman in. You mentioned my wife's name.
Oh my god.
Did you not mention my wife's name?
I did mention your wife's
name. You mentioned my wife's name.
Yes, she is right there.
Wow.
And now it's no longer a friendly fade. Now I have to completely eviscerate and obliterate.
Show. That's gonna be our first show.
Unless you want to sue me.
Hey,
I do not want to sue.
Oh well, she would cross that bridge.
If I did sue, it would be for emotional damages. Not defamation. Not defamation. My name is still in good standing.
Because defamation is harder to prove.
And it's harder to prove in court. Okay, I would just like to say then, if you're telling me it's not over, do I have to always be on edge? Now I'm going to be more skeptical.
No, you shouldn't always. You don't have to be shit. But
you don't have to be shit. You know what I mean?
But just know there's more to come. Stay on
Have you
screen.
got Gina back yet?
No, I'm waiting. I gotta wait her. Gina like different than you. She from South Central. Gina different.
That is different.
I gotta wait.
He's scared of Gina.
No, I gotta wait about 8 months, 9 months to get Gina back, where she ain't thinking about it at all.
Yeah. Like,
you know what I'm saying? But it's coming. Don't trip.
Well,
the day of retribution is on the way.
Okay, well,
there's seen somebody driven by defaming people in retribution. Can we say this with the mission Joey Badass is on in 2025?
Joey,
what's wrong with Joey? What's got into Joey Badass, man?
I think competition in the spirit of rap has gotten into Joey Badass, and he may or may not have seen a Gina Views clip or two.
You think Gina lit the fire there too?
No, in the booth.
I think that he has seen everything. I don't think that you do something like what he did and don't look at everything.
He pulled a back-to-back on your West Coast fools, man.
What do you mean on y'all West Coast fools? I'm not a rapper. I'm a DJ. But he didn't go back-to-back on us. He stated his claim to what it is that he wants to compete for.
Yeah. So Joey Badass, if you guys didn't know, at the beginning of the year, he claimed the ruler's back. You know, he referenced Jay-Z. He's saying, it's my time. Compete with me. I'm on the top of the game in terms of bars.
King of New York.
He said, New York's back. Enough of the West Coast dick licking. We are back. I'm leading us. Then he dropped Sorry Not Sorry after he got a lot of replies. He had Mick Jenkins reply, Daylight reply. He had like Ray Vaughn reply. He had like 10 replies. Coyote, Lip Poppy. There was like 10 replies from the West Coast. Coyote replied, Mick Jenkins. So everyone was replying, Curtis King. And then we had Joey come back with Sorry Not Sorry.
Back with the conductor.
Williams. CJ Fly did come to Joey's defense, pro-era uniting, and he dropped a good response as well.
Okay.
But on this song, Joey basically said he wanted all the smoke. And
he doubled down.
He's prepared for whatever. This still to me felt like a warning shot. It wasn't like he was directing it too much at any direction. There were some shots at Daylight on there. I missed them at first. I actually did miss them at first, but Daylight clearly did not. He tweeted a bunch of things basically saying like, heard you, I see you. There were bars on that song.
Wait, what were the bars towards Daylight? I don't think I caught that.
So they referenced Daylight's real name, which is
Joey referenced
Devon. Let's see.
What's the proper inflection on that?
So Devon Campbell, but Joey says Divine. But the way that Joey says it on the verse is he says, oh no, this is the ruler's back. Hold up. We got too many Joey.
In Daylight's background, he's a real battle rapper himself.
He's a real battle.
That's why people jump at him, because they want that challenge. He's a real battle rapper. He really does this.
He said, now I'm front in line, all the signs saying this my time. Swear it's so divine, properly align this little light of mine. Daylight. Promise I'ma let it shine till it leave you blind.
Ooh, okay, and Joey.
Not only that, he did also reference earlier in the song saying might delete later, which Daylight was on. So this could have been a stray towards him, but also I think competitively saying he wants it with anybody, including Cole.
Jermaine Cole catches strays.
He said, women lie, but Joey don't. Might delete later. I know damn sure that Joey won't. Fuck it, I want all the smoke. Put my credit on the line, because dudes can't F with me. We talking about it line for line.
He said, because what?
Dudes can't fuck with me. We talking about it line for line. Do you want to read it?
Because niggas can't fuck with me talking about it line for line.
Yeah.
Just wanted to get the quote right.
Yeah, no, make sure the quote is right. There's also this one. You can read this one because I won't read this one.
And words in there?
Yeah.
Niggas with attitude, mad No, don't highlight it. Yeah, there you go. Niggas with attitude, mad I'm bigging up my city. That's something I had to do. Do or die. Home of the guilty. Where
the gully.
New York City, baby.
Home of the, I know. Can I get my shit off? Home of
Oh, now you want some grace to get your shit off instead of being interrupted.
Home of the gully.
Hand him the laptop. He needs a little.
Home of the gully where we let it fly. We let it fly. Boom.
I think, I can read the white parts next time. and then you'll read
Which white parts?
just all the words besides this one.
Why parts? Why parts?
So speaking of white parts, I did get into a little white
beef.
on white crime.
Yo, you beefing out here, man.
When it comes to shout to Bootleg Kev,
Friend of the show.
He
caught you out there, kid.
So I do. Do you want to read this and then I'll explain? I'll explain.
I'm not reading your blasphemous tweet. I don't agree with that.
Okay, you want me to say it? Okay, so Joey drops "Sorry Not Sorry."
Yes.
And people are basically dissecting the lyrics and looking at it, and they're talking about what's going on.
He can tell a black man what to do right here.
I have a reason.
Do you want me to read it first? And then you say your reason? Okay. I said, Joey, ... respectfully, you're an incredible rapper, but you got to spar with your generation before you can go at the Kings. You need to reply to Mick, Ray, and Light first, and you need to out-rap Jid before you can go at Cole.
This guy's gonna make Jid a star, die trying, isn't he, this guy? Jid all day, baby.
Before I read Bootleg Kev's reply, I do want to say these are two separate statements, okay? So out-rapping your generation is one statement.
You also told a black man that he's not king right there. He's not a king.
Not yet. And then...
You gonna tell a black man he's not a king?
And then I said, you need to reply to Mick, Ray, and Light first. Now, those are two separate statements. I'm not saying that Mick Jenkins and Ray Vaughn are in Joey's generation. But Bootleg Kev...
Wait. Explain that again. That's exactly what you're saying.
No, I'm not. So two separate things. I just didn't put a space, so I get why you group it together. You got to spar with your generation before you can go at the Kings, meaning you have to beat the people that are in your class
you're saying, okay, like Cole,
before
like
you go at Cole.
And other blog era rappers.
Yes, and so I want to break down where I view Joey within that blog era space in a second.
Yeah. Okay.
But then the second point was, why are you going at Cole right now when you didn't fully reply to Mick Jenkins and Ray Vaughn?
I misread it too. It made it sound like Joey can only address these newer generation people, not his peers from the blog era.
That's my clarification there. I wanted to do it on the show rather than go back and forth on tweets. But Bootleg Kev said this. He said, 1999 was released in 2012, which was Joey's debut mixtape, the same year as Good Kid, Mad City. 1 year after Sideline Story, Joey was on One Train, in brackets, best posse cut of the last 15 years, ? Alongside Kendrick, Rocky, Crit, Wolf, Bronson, etc., etc. Joey and Absol co-headlined the Smokers Club tour in 2013. Joey's sparring with his generation. This is a ridiculous take. Put some respect on Joey's name and legacy, respectfully. So Kev wanted to smoke with the tweet, which I respect. Here's where I will refute what Kev is saying.
Clarity, moment of clarity.
This is, and I'll ask you guys a question too, where you think Joey lies. But 1999, Joey's debut mixtape. Okay,
young Joey, right? 16,
young
17?
Joey, 16, 17 years old. He's only 30 right now, so they're about 7 years older, 8 years older than him. That was his intro into the game in 2012. Now, in my opinion, the blog era started around 2007, 2008 is when it really started becoming more into the mainstream. And 2012, 2013 to me is when the blog era kind of takes an ending point, right? So the stars were created around 2008, 2009 already. We had Cudi, we had Wale, we had Big Sean, we had Wiz, Drake, we had Cole and Kendrick all coming up between 2009, 2010, okay? Now, some of them became bigger after that, and some of them kind of entered after. We had A$AP Rocky kind of entering in 2011.
They all became bigger in that period, yeah.
We had, now there's a few things though. So Joey's debut mixtape dropped in 2012. He didn't drop his album until 2014. We had Drake's debut mixtape in 2009. Or 2008 if you want to go to comeback season, just because his debut mixtape was highly heralded as this classic project, which it was, doesn't mean he wasn't still at the early point in his career in 1999. It doesn't mean he wasn't rapping at the highest level to even deserve a spot on One Train. But what I wanted to say here was, generationally, Joey was on the 2013 XXL freshman class. We also on that class had Logic, who said Good Kid, Mad City was super inspiring to him, and that Kendrick's early stuff was super inspiring to me. So Logic, who's inspired by Kendrick, who's a generation ahead. We had Travis Scott, who said Kid Cudi inspired him to make music, and he couldn't do his debut album without Kid Cudi. That's generation before. We had Schoolboy Q and Ab Soul, who, even though they might have started before Kendrick, Kendrick was the first to make it out. Kendrick is still technically in that prior class. And then 2014, we had Vic Mensa and Chance the Rapper. Chance at that time was throwing like little jabs, funny shots at Drake, because Drake was in the prior generation and he wasn't there yet. So my point is, he's not in the same class. Doesn't mean he can't rap with those guys. Also, I wanted to say to Loki, shout out to Loki, he responded and he said, respectfully, he can take aim at whoever he chooses. Just be ready if fire is returned. What I'm saying is, you can take aim at whoever you want. You can aim at Cole, you can aim at Kendrick. If you would like a reply at this point, I think you take shots at your generation first. And in my opinion, he's not in the same exact generation, even though he is on that tail end of the blog era. I think there's a separation. But I would like your guys' opinion.
Jeremy Hecht. Right?
Thank you. But
here's why you're wrong.
Okay. Yeah.
Before we
out of all that, Drake can
smash all the shit you just said.
I get that technically he's that, but here's what we struggle with, right? We don't view Travis Scott with all the success that he's on the level of Drake, Kendrick, and Cole, right? So we still had this big three thing that happened. So if the big three emerges, there's still the bar over that generation after what you said. So you're saying that he can't fire at those guys, but there's still the standard. You want to be great. He comes from the era maybe a year or two later, but he still wants to be great. And I think that back then, people forget Joey's running around thinking he's better than Kendrick. He should in 2012 when he's doing One Train. Yeah. So in his mind, he just took a different path, but he thinks he's dope. Maybe he's inspired from the Drake Kendrick thing. Maybe everyone's inspired that we've seen sort of like the destruction of the idea of the big three in a sense, right? So maybe now the lane is open for all these guys to step up. Absolutely, all these guys to really step up, be more competitive and say, I want to jump in the conversation. So, I mean, I think technically you're right with Generation. I'm glad you brought clarity to it. And I think it got misread. I definitely thought he should just talk to Ray Vaughn. I was like, what are you talking about?
No. That's what I wanted to make sure. Yeah,
so you're right. But I think because the big three was such a bigger force than these other artists, that they remained the standard and it carried forth. So if you're Joey, you went a different path. Sean went a different path. Wally went a different path. But Joey seems like he's reignited with the idea of this is his time to reestablish who he is in the space. He's had great success outside of the music. And I think he's determined now to get more respect in the music. I don't think he feels like he gets enough respect for what he's accomplished in the music. And there's a whole generation that don't even know about the 1999 project, which is all heralded as a classic in our culture. So I think that he's out to get his respect. And I hope he stays on the same path of going for it, you know?
I have a random question. What is the thought? What is the perception of Joey Badass outside of hip hop? Does one exist?
It doesn't exist. And I think that's the point where like Chance the Rapper, even though he's the year after on the freshman class, I consider them to be in the same class, but Chance had mainstream staying power because of what he did with Kanye's album, because of what he did on Coloring Book. He had songs that were like, No Problem is a hit song. So Joey never had a full-on hit song. And this is a stupid gauge. Some people might be like, that's not the gauge we should use. This is my gauge for if someone is mainstream successful outside of hip-hop. I go, does my mom know who they are? My mom pays no attention to hip-hop besides maybe watching our show and watching clips. And like she's on E! News and maybe MTV. She would 100% know who Chance the Rapper was, at that point.
She's hearing No Problem in the car?
She probably saw him on Ellen, right? And I'm not saying that should be the gauge of success, but we're just talking about like, in order to be considered
that cultural
one of those guys, you still do need an album that does that, and you need songs that do that. That's why Kendrick, Cole, and Drake all have hit songs outside of our space.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that Joey Badass... So do you... Okay, I guess the question what I'm asking is he taking the right approach? Because if by your metric, he doesn't have star power or celebrity or garner any kind of notoriety or whatever outside of the culture, then is diving deep into the culture and going and and staking a claim within it gonna then garner him what he probably desires, which is to be mentioned in these conversations? Or is it just a cultural conversation that he wants to be mentioned in?
I think both. So if he just wants to be considered the best rapper, this is the way to do it. If you want to be considered the top rapper, you need both. And that's why at the end of last year, I said the way Joey will do that is by putting out amazing bodies of work, a great album with 1 to 2 singles that transcend. He can do it. He has songs that sound like they could be mainstream.
I thought his last album was really good and it was kind of underappreciated. I think that's also a factor in his mind.
2000?
Yeah, was that the last one?
Yeah, 2022. Yeah.
Yeah, that came out.
What's the biggest Joey Badass song?
Probably Devastated, right? Yeah.
Okay, so where does that pull up where that ranked? Where that went?
Let's see. Devastated has 360 million streams on Spotify.
Okay. Go pull up the where it peaked.
On Billboard. Devastated.
So I guess because the thing is, right, if you look at somebody like a Joey Badass who demands respect within the culture.
Yeah. I think he has it within the culture. I just think
so then what is the problem?
It's his first platinum record.
Not big enough with the music. He's getting his respect for his music. I think that people think he's the cool dude that makes some good music, does these cool roles. Like he's the cool guy. Like he's credible, respected. We know him inside, but I think he wants more notoriety that I'm one of the best rappers.
Okay,
like,
look, now this might sound disrespectful, right? I'm just posing the question because I'm trying to get to the root of it,
Let's
right?
do it.
Okay. If you take away Rihanna, what's the difference between A$AP Rocky and Joey Badass?
Rocky, I think, had made more of an outside cultural impact, you said, in terms of fashion and things like that. So
okay.
That's viewed that way.
So then by that standard, then
and he has bigger songs.
Okay, exactly.
He has bigger songs.
Exactly.
More outward star power, I guess, too, you would say. Right?
Okay. Yeah. No, he has bigger songs.
He does too, yes.
So then what better way to get the respect that you're wanting is to make the records, not shoot.
Well, I think he's going to try to do both. I think he's pleasing the hip hop core, right? Saying, "Hey, I'm taking a competitive stance," but I'm sure when we get the album, he's going to have records that are trying to be hits or radio records. I'm sure you'll get the 2 to 3 radio songs.
I'm willing to bet that he doesn't.
Really?
I hope he does.
You think he's going straight hip hop?
I think he's going to go for full. I can rap better than I can out rap you niggas.
But you could do that on the album. You could do your Jack Harlow. We talk about that Jack Harlow album, Jackman, and then you can still go back to doing that. You could do both.
You could do both. But what song we playing off of Jackman?
Not enough.
Yeah, I think this is his moment to do both. If I actually respect and really like the forward thinking of like, I'm gonna show how well I can rap so that when I put out this single that's big or whatever, pop sounding maybe, you already got this. It was the reverse of what Jack did. Jack went the opposite way in that album rolled out, right?
He made hits, so then he went extreme.
He went back and rapped
for credibility to show you, hey, I love hip hop. And then went back to making another slap after that.
Yeah, so now I think Joey maybe is doing the reverse. But I do think if he does have 1 to 2 big songs this year, he's in that conversation for me of top guys.
With 1 to 2 big songs?
And he bars down everybody in sight. I'm saying this year, I think that could put him in the conversation.
I don't know. I guess I'm just confused as far as like
what's happening.
What is going on?
Also, I think that people don't want to believe because again,
what the fuck is going on?
What do you mean?
Like
what are you on? What are you on?
No, like
what are you on?
Like who did it, King?
Maybe he got inspired by this whole Drake Kendrick situation.
And
the whole situation. And all the idea of New York. What about New York hip hop? Right?
Here we go.
I defected. I went to the West Coast. I'm West Coast Wilson.
Here we go.
Maybe guys are tired.
What about New Yorkers?
They're tired of the South winning. Now the West Coast is winning. Can we win? Cash Cobain got to do everything. We got to keep it sexy. That's all we got.
First of all, don't do that because Cash Cobain is not doing nothing.
He's doing a lot. Hey,
not like that. No. Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
I'm not. He's not doing this.
You mean he's not barring anybody up?
No.
Yeah. So bringing back that tradition.
Yeah, he's not doing. He's like y'all version of Blast, right? He makes jamming ass songs. Girls love him.
It's just him and Jeff.
That's cool.
He's bringing the culture. He cleaned up the drill stuff. He was a little messy. He cleaned it up. He made it sexy. He said, so I'm saying in terms of the old hybrid of when we set the standard, a New York MC,
yes,
Jay-Z to Nas's before the Biggies and the Rakims and the Kanes, like that energy of like.
I get it, but we
haven't had that in New York in a long time.
Speaking of which, shout out to Busta Rhymes, that EP, he letting people know.
Busta Bus.
Busta dropped an EP?
Yeah.
Damn, I gotta listen. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a
All
buck.
right.
See the respect you guys have on New York hip hop?
What do you mean?
Even
You
though
guys?
Busta
I
Rhymes
brought it
dropped the
up.
record. Even though Busta Rhymes dropped the record.
I brought it up. What the fuck
Yeah,
you thought?
that is true.
You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
I respect New York hip hop.
But that's an open play though, to say I'm the best guy with the pedigree, right? He has no pedigree saying like, I'm New York. I'm the New York guy. I'm the MC from New York that is ready to step up.
Okay, so who would be in hip hop from a hip hop lens? Who would be Joey Badass's big homie from a New York perspective?
Well, he's paying homage to Jay. He's also from Brooklyn.
Yeah,
he almost signed to Jay.
That's not.
They're all inspired by Jay. Jay's still the king of New York. Jay is the standard.
No. I'm talking about like
one generation.
Oh, his peers?
Yeah, like who would be the next step up?
We had the wave of Pop Smoke, and then he passed. We didn't see how far he could have taken it. A Boogie's done his thing consistently.
Pop wasn't on this though.
50?
Huh? Pop wasn't on this though.
He has a tie to 50. That's what 50 Cent. The last dominant active New York rapper was the G-Unit 50 Cent era. So that may get you harkening to that.
Okay,
that's probably the best example.
Okay, bet. Who actually wanted the smoke? Who would rap and bar up and
and
cool.
he's been connection to Joey as acting in Power also. So there's a connection there. So yeah, that energy.
So it'd be 50 Cent.
Yep,
okay.
Yep.
All right. So we're like what, a decade removed.
And 50 made battle songs and he made slaps, right?
2003 was
about 2 decades removed from like a generational gap.
Because the successful New York rappers out of that went down south to get it first. Nicki Minaj, French Montana.
What about Fab?
They went out of New York. Fab's been consistent, but that's the generation before.
Yeah, I guess that's still,
He still was Jay. He was in Blueprint dropped the same day as Fab's debut.
Yeah, okay.
2001. So the New York success after that is Nicki Minaj, Cardi B. It all doesn't seem as connected to the roots of that generation of like New York. They all got success outside of it. You know, Nicki,
so what
French
about
Montana,
like
Cardi B?
I think Dipset was after G-Unit, no?
Around the same time, with less commercial success, obviously.
Because they didn't shy away from. They didn't run away from.
No,
like
they had that back and forth. Yeah, they battled 50.
They still don't.
They still
the locks was out there. But it's about doing both, right? It's about doing both. It's about being battle tested and battle ready, and also make big records. You got to do both to be viewed as elite.
Because I also don't think I guess my thought process on this is there's, I guess, to agree with what Hecht is saying, there's really nobody vying for that position from that lens over there like that. Which is why from a New York perspective, everybody else is like, you got Cash Cobain from the New Class, you got
Drill Rap, Ice Spice.
Yeah, you got Ice Spice.
They're trying to make hits.
A Boogie. Everybody making records.
Yeah,
ain't nobody really doing that.
No. He's trying to bring the essence of that back.
So to Hecht's point, I guess, who else would he like kind of like get in the pool and play with, for lack of a better word?
Well, that's probably why he was shooting a little bit towards the West, because he was like, he saw everybody kind of rapping over here.
Yeah.
Like people were really barring up, and what Kendrick did was win through raps. So I think that it did elevate the level. What I do want to ask you guys is it necessary for Cole to get into some sort of battle and
like
some sort of smoke before he retires?
He thinks it's sweet, man. Everybody can just pick on him. He thinks it's sweet out here.
And if he does battle, like whether it be Joey or somebody else,
Freddie Gibbs.
Let's say Cole goes against Freddie Gibbs,
because he took a shot too on the Rapid Vision, right?
Yeah, he's kind of the butt of the joke right now.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, Cole, like the bar is always going to be, you know, I'm not going to give up like Cole. I'm not going to bow out like Cole. I'm not going to apologize for what I say like Cole. So if Cole does go at one of these people, is it looked at?
I would love that.
Is it looked at with a different lens because he already dropped out of this Kendrick battle, or can he kind of redeem himself in some way?
Will you want me to go first?
Yes, I
do. I don't want to see it.
Damn.
I don't
stand on it.
Because the thing is, like, okay, I got two perspectives. One is you get mid, like we got whatever that 7-minute drill was, right? That was just like, bro.
7 mid it drill.
The bigger picture.
See what I'm saying, chat? And then you want me not to say nothing.
Be nice. You want me to be the nice.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want me to like, come on, bro. The fuck out of here.
They got crying laughing faces in the chat right now. Okay.
Anyway. Fuck.
Continue.
You get that type of Cole. I don't need that Cole. But there is a side of Cole that I believe we haven't really seen yet, where I don't think that he would be good in a battle. I think he's good at a rapping contest, if that makes sense.
No, it makes sense.
Okay. So he would be good at
the bars that seem like what Punch said. They seem like they're specific to somebody, but they could be for everybody. Like those kind of bars.
Yeah. He's
Cole.
Cole
better than the field.
Cole won't be good
Specific
at a battle. I don't think he would.
We don't know
good.
that. We haven't seen it.
This is my opinion.
He crushed Diggy Simmons.
He did crush Diggy Simmons. He did crush Diggy.
See what I'm saying?
We haven't heard from him
Diggy didn't get crushed.
No, we haven't heard him rap since.
Hey, listen, Chad.
Have you heard a
one
rap
more.
song from Diggy Simmons?
You got one more outburst.
Are you three striking me?
One more.
Okay. All right.
But maybe he has to prove that. I always say with Kendrick, we didn't hear Kendrick till Kendrick did it.
Diggy Simmons?
We never heard Kendrick go against one man until he finally did it.
Where's Diggy Simmons at, Hecht?
I haven't heard him since he rapped with Cole.
Diggy Simmons
I haven't heard from him.
Selling water in Atlanta.
He was on
easy. That's
he was on the double XL freshman class.
No,
that's Run DMC son right there, man. That's Run son, man.
He was on the same class as Kendrick Lamar.
I'm just joking. He doesn't rap.
Yeah. Because of Cole.
He ended his career, he said.
He doesn't rap.
Have you heard anything from Lil Pump since J. Cole said,
yes,
sit down?
He was up there when the dude called him Lil Pimp.
And that's it. You haven't heard a rap song from him.
Anyway.
Oh, she's saying Cole.
He also had trouble with the IRS. The IRS
Jeremy
showed
said
up.
Cole's retired some of these rappers, man.
The rappers that don't rap, yeah.
He's retired them.
Here's the thing, chat. Cole won't be good in a battle because
we
Cole
don't know that.
It's not. This is my perspective.
Okay,
this is my opinion.
All right, my bad. You're right. You're right, King.
You almost called him Queen.
No, I was King. King, K-I-N-G. He's the man. He's the man.
I come in here. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna get off no shade.
I'm from Queens. That's what I was trying to say. I'm from Queens.
You were about to
I'm very passionate.
That was your West Coast.
I'm very passionate. You know,
Queens.
And they come in hot. Just he not gonna do shit? All right, we finna peel off today. Like,
you LA strong, man. We ain't got no problems. I want no problems, man. I want no problems.
Okay, you get your point off without Diggy and Queens interruptions, and then
I like when you talk about Diggy, man. I have to jump in, man. I like when you talk about Diggy, man. That's Run's son, yo.
Okay, I'm Aaron Jr.'s. I'm Aaron Drake's son. Who the fuck cares?
That's Run DMC. We wouldn't be here for Run DMC.
No, I'm not saying that.
That's Run's son, yo. Come on. At least feels me on this. At least understands. That's Run's son, yo.
Do you understand? I love Rev Run.
We all love Rev Run.
I don't have no smoke for Diggy.
Look at Cole and Diggy.
I don't have no smoke for neither one of them.
Jeremy, look at
but
Cole
he don't
Diggy.
rap. So why are we like? I'm just not
good just a week ago.
You know what I'm saying?
But go ahead. You don't think Cole has the wherewithal?
I don't think Cole would have the maniacal prowess to engage in type of warfare it would take for him to be victorious in today's climate. That's what I think. I think that he would out-bar the best of
pretty
them.
much anyone.
The best of them, right? Cool. That'd be amazing. But in today's climate, the visceral approach that it would take to win a battle, I don't think Cole is willing to go there, which is why he did what he did in the first place.
See, I've always contended the opposite. I feel like, again, I feel like Drake and Kendrick are his soft spots. He's friends with both of them. He's let them manipulate him. He doesn't want to engage with them. But I think that his energy and MCing through the recent years has shown he wants to be viewed as the best, and he wants to chop somebody's head off. I don't think he could ever do it against Drake or Kendrick, but I think he could do it against anybody else in the field, especially with somebody like a Kanye or somebody, a veteran, like he showed in the past, has a little disdain for, to do it. I think Joey would be a great battle in that sense of like giving him a chance to go. Let's say the rap doesn't have to be like this surgical, like every line is about Joey Badass per se, but let's say the lines are about how nicer he is than everybody else, clever bars, and then you got like 4 to 8 bars, 8 to 10 bars that are specifically jabs at Joey. I think it's important for him to make that statement just to show that, and also to show that shit isn't sweet and everybody can't stop making his move a punchline. His moves become a punchline in rapping. Yeah. And you don't want that to happen. So there's a way to clean that up and still look like you're not going at Drake or Kendrick. You think you're the king in your own lane. I think you should go for it.
I think it'll always be looked at with a tainted lens. I think no matter what, certain portion of fans will always say, you ducked the smoke when it was time. You can't even claim king,
stage,
right?
Yeah.
And there will be those people that say, even if you're going at all these people, that's cute, but like you're in the G League now. You know, like you're never going to get the #1 spot.
Here's a great analogy, Hed. Isn't it like wrestling though? Like, why can't he start a new feud? Why can't he start a new card? Like, I guess he put himself out of the heavyweight card, right? But why can't he have a battle with Gibbs or a battle with Joey Badass? Why can't we move him into
the
intercontinental area? You know what I mean?
You
Something
want
like that,
Jermaine
man.
Cole to compete for the intercontinental title? Or the Divas Championship.
The Divas
and win that back, and then he can get back into the heavyweight thing.
No.
Yes.
No.
Step on the side and handle your business, man. Come on, man. Freddie Gibbs is not a worthy opponent. Joey Bada is not a worthy opponent.
I didn't say that they are not. First of all, Gibbs is not a worthy opponent. No. Gibbs gonna fight you.
Well, that's what he needs.
Gibbs gonna eventually get tired of rapping. He's like, look, hey, let's just meet up.
But there's so much good ammo on Freddie.
Is he gonna go to North Carolina and do that? Go to North Carolina and do that?
Gibbs ain't finna. First of all, Gibbs is not gonna battle rap you for very long. He gonna give you a couple bars, maybe one song, maybe two songs. After that, he like, look, let's just meet up. And he gonna come by himself. You know what I'm saying?
Takes the Gibbs, baby.
He not finna do that shit. JID, he gonna go with you. You know what I'm saying? Joey.
So you say the internal feud, J. Cole turns on JID. Takes it all out of JID. Because JID with a steel chair.
JID claims king of his own label.
It's Jid that told me to stand down and not diss these motherfuckers.
I would love to see it though. Okay, this is my thing. The way that Drake kind of built his credibility over the years as a rapper before Meek was taking subs at everyone, right? Like he subbed Common, right? Like some of them were more direct than others. He was subbing Tory Lanez, but the way that he was able to prove that he can battle was sparring. He always sparred. Yeah. Cole has sparred, but he's sparred generally. And anytime I say, oh, this might be about somebody else, you know, he's been clear or everyone's been clear, this isn't about anyone. So I think it'd be cool to see whether it be Joey or someone else who comes along and throws a shot, or Freddie, just to throw a sub. I don't need a battle. I don't think Cole wants to do that, and I don't think anyone really wants to see him fully.
Does the Drake-Kendrick thing make people feel like they can't make back-to-back records at each other? Because again, if J. Cole did make a record in response to what Joey just did and has some lines that maybe directed, Joey would respond back to Cole, obviously, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So we'd have a clear back and forth, but I wonder,
why would he respond back to Cole?
Because Joey wants that look, and Cole's
he's got more to gain. Cole has way more to lose.
Yeah.
The thing, that's why I would not advise him to battle Joey in this moment, because Joey hasn't, that's my opinion, he hasn't earned the right to battle back and forth on that level, commercially, successful-wise. He hasn't earned the right to have a full record-to-record. Now he has. He's an incredible rapper. He's earned the right to get some subs back.
Okay.
So I think if
so
Cole
Joey's
wanted
out here
to,
firing, but he can't find a worthy opponent, is what you're saying. Basically.
I'm saying there are many worthy opponents that he should fire at.
And
That's
that's to do with generation. He should humble himself and say,
no, his
I'm
generation.
going to challenge the young upstart. Oh, you want to go against Ab-Soul?
Like Ab-Soul, Vince Staples, Chance the Rapper, Schoolboy Q, like the people in his class who on his freshman cover.
Q not finna battle him.
I know that, but just challenge everybody anyways.
Q gonna play golf. Yeah,
Q not finna do none of that.
Q gonna play some golf.
Q gonna be like, look, man, I ain't making no records. Fuck you.
Yeah, he will. He'll probably laugh it off.
Q ain't doing that. Soul gonna go every time.
So I would love to see that.
Soul gonna go.
Soul.
Should Soul step up and take this direction?
Rayvon gonna go.
Yeah.
I thought there was a sub at Soul on the first song.
Really?
Yes, he said
after collaborating.
Yes, and it was competitive. I don't think it was like an actual diss, but I think he was basically saying, like, when he said this bar, he said, "Fuck around with your soul like ether, quick for a feature." This that Black Force Air Force energy coming out your speaker. You said he was featured on the album.
Okay.
Ether, of course. So I think he was kind of challenging his generation.
So Solo.
The other,
are you going to challenge Solo as the West Coast leader to step into this and do something about this? Ab-Soul?
Rayvon stepped up.
No, but Rayvon's the younger generation. He said Joey should not.
And why?
That's too much of a look for Rayvon, no matter what.
Why did you say that? Why did you say that he would respond back to Cole?
Because there's still a similar generation. Maybe Cole's a little bit before.
You said if Cole were to give him a response,
yes,
Joey would respond to Cole.
Yes.
Why?
Because he's more of a peer to him.
Exactly.
And bigger.
Same applies to Rayvon.
I think he should reply to Rayvon. Rayvon hit him hard enough with that punch that it shook a little bit. So I think Rayvon and Mick Jenkins both deserve responses, even though they're not in the same category of generation. But I do wonder who he's talking about when he says, now I'm carrying the torch. I'm carrying the torch for my generation with no hesitation. Joey said that on Sorry Not Sorry. Who do you think he's referring to?
I think he wants to battle somebody, but again, I wonder if people really want to post Drake and Kendrick getting to a direct battle with each other.
Okay,
that's the question I have. Do you think? I think there's a hesitancy to be outwardly direct, and this is the fuck Freddie Gibbs song or the fuck
Yeah, I don't think
like nobody wants to go. I think people are a little hesitant to do that.
Why?
I think it's cool now to say that because there's a lot. It feels like the stakes are high, right?
A lot to lose.
The fan base is now. again, there needs to be a major undercard. Like that was the heavyweight battle that Drake Kendrick did. We need an undercard thing that's like a great middleweight fight. That's like a competition between artists.
I'm with you.
Yeah, but I wonder who's going to really engage. Joey's stepping up more than anybody, saying, "Hey, I want to engage."
Nobody is.
Does Absol match that energy?
Nobody's going to do that directly.
Yeah,
that's the problem. Yeah. So if Joey really wanted a response, he would do it directly.
It's all subliminal stuff. That's
what I'm saying.
Bars.
When I catch flight, it's going to be direct. If he really wanted that response from whoever, whether it's Cole, he might have got a bar, Dot might have got a bar, Drake might have got a bar. Okay, cool. But
who do you want to smoke with?
So somebody got to jump out and be like, drop.
You got to be more like, well, see, when Cole was ending careers, he was direct. He said, move along, cocksucker, ain't nothing to see. Unless you talking blockbusters, you dudes is not Russell, you more Diggy. Me, I'm more Biggie.
I'm just saying. Queens.
I'm just saying.
Leave Diggy alone, man.
You know what I'm saying? He ended careers.
This whole episode is wild.
So,
because
Diggy Simmons has not been spoken about this much in a long time, man.
Wow.
Diggy. No, that's not a shot. God damn it.
Nah. You took a shot at Diggy Simmons.
I did not take any shots at Diggy Simmons.
You just said Diggy Simmons haven't been spoke about this much in a long time.
That's true.
Cole ended
He's not
his
an
career.
active rapper.
That's what I was saying.
We all know that. But you said that Cole don't have no real smoke for nobody. Meanwhile, Jeremy Hecht feels like he's buried careers. He got rid of him and Little Pump.
But it's the same critique. It's the same critique that some people have of some of Eminem's battles where he was battling people that were like pop stars or like weren't gonna reply. M's obviously battle tested. That wasn't what I'm saying.
Everlast.
But Cole, he's never really been battle tested. Hey, don't come from my white rappers.
Whitey 4 got slapped up real quick.
Hey, listen, that Rap Devil from MGK was fire.
That was fire. That's the best. That's the best diss song ever against Eminem.
That shit fire. I still play that to this day. Yeah. That shit hard. I told MGK that too. I seen MGK one day and we had a conversation. I fuck with MGK. He a real nigga.
So crazy. This show was nuts.
No, that was the best.
Why? Because you like that? I smoked that motherfucker.
Nah,
right?
We had a real conversation about his perception and how he's received in the culture, and he fully understands where he's at and why he's there. And I was like, damn, I didn't know you were that self-aware. He was like, yeah, bro, like I know what it is, and I fucked up doing this, and like he was really accountable. Like I really, I don't know, it was just a really eye-opening conversation. Because I always thought he was, aloof. Like a lot of white rappers.
Aloof, yeah.
They just be aloof. You know what I'm saying? They don't really...
Kind of Delulu heads in the cloud.
Not Delulu, but they just kind of aloof.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I really I respect MGK a lot, actually. Anyway.
He kind of came for me one time, which was energy. It was energy that I did not know why I received this energy.
I didn't even get ego. I got but go ahead. I'm listening.
No, it was, Elise was there. She witnessed it. We were on a red carpet at the Billboard. It was a Billboard event. And he was at my first ever red carpet that I did with Power 106. I asked him a question and I knew that after he got his deal, he got a Subway sandwich. And so he was uninterested in our conversation. And then I was like, MGK, I know after you got your first deal, you got a Subway sandwich. What was your conversation after that? Or he's like, man, I'm so glad you knew that. That's that's great. And then he came over and talked to me. So when I saw him at
was it a foot long?
Hey, MGK, I knew you got that foot long after the deal. The deal with Diddy, you got that foot. That didn't sound, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Hey,
bad boy for life.
Let's go. No. Pause. Okay. All right.
So, you said MGK came for you. We talked about the foot long and Bad Boy for Life. It's a wild.
I should have paused. I should have paused.
Wow
earlier.
Segment.
Should have paused earlier. But then we're on a carpet. And
okay. So first interaction's great.
And so the next time I see him, I'm like referencing that. I'm like, hey, you were on my first ever red carpet. I asked you about your Subway sandwich or whatever. He's like, oh, I remember you, whatever. And this was my question. Okay, you could tell me if this should have been taken. I didn't even get to finish it. This was after he had sold. He had extreme success with his alternative rock album or his punk rock album, and he was selling out tours with the. And he had said something about like his next album is going to be a rap album. This is a couple years ago, and I said, MGK, I know you're coming back to hip hop. And he didn't even let me finish.
Coming back to hip hop, you see? You didn't know he was a real one.
Yeah. So
DJ Hed says the real one.
As soon, because I was about to say, I know you're coming back to hip hop with this next album. Like, what made you so inspired to rap for this next project? That was what I was going to say. But he said, hey, I am hip. I never left hip hop. I never left hip hop. You think? Did you say Kanye left hip hop when he did 808s?
Oh, wow.
Did you? And then he was like, and your website trashes me all the time. I'm like, hold on, I don't even write the website article, so don't come for me. I'm doing an interview right now, and yeah, he got really emotional about it, and he said never to accuse him of leaving hip hop again.
Yeah, I had that conversation with him.
Okay, what did he say?
I fuck with him.
I'm a big fan. Clearly,
I'm not a big fan, but I fuck with him.
So Machine Gun Kelly is hip hop. Childish Gambino is still not. My book.
My God.
Machine Gun Kelly.
another stray. Donald can't
That
win.
was just unnecessary.
Donald-
Donald
an
can't
actor.
win.
Donald's an actor, man.
What? That was completely unnecessary.
That's unnecessary.
And uncalled for. You didn't have no. You said last
I think a lot of
episode
people would not
that
think
you was
Machine-
going.
No, a lot of people think that Machine Gun Kelly is not hip hop, right? Some people make that argument.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm asserting through the story and through what my colleagues are saying that I'm saying officially, in my opinion, he is hip hop.
I think he's
Okay,
hip-hop
but why
and
did
Childish.
I'm pointing out a person who I've been
He
very
has a
critical
Donald
of.
straight in his jacket, no matter when. He just pulls it out every once in a while. Just
What did he do?
What do you?
What?
it's the beef.
You
that never
said
ends.
last episode that you was working with your therapist. You was gonna be good. You was gonna be good. You was gonna be like,
I said I love my Joe Budden podcast hoodie on.
okay, I got my LA Strong hoodie on.
No,
what
I
the
love
fuck
my
does that
I love
mean?
my
I had a
peers.
hoodie on
I
earlier,
don't
I
attack
took it
my
off.
peers. Shout out to Mouse and the staff and the gang.
Okay, when you gonna wear a Rory and Maul hoodie?
I love Rory Mouse.
When you gonna wear a Brilliant Idiots hoodie?
That's gonna take a while there, buddy.
Well,
I'll
you
bring
had a question earlier. Hed posed a question in our text thread, and we'll debate it right now. But why do you guys think that hip hop is way more competitive than any other genre? And not only that, I guess hip hop media
So he said,
is
why
more
are
competitive.
black men fighting all the
No,
time?
what I want to know, what I want a perspective on is within hip hop, why is there so much beef versus other genres of music? There's not this much, there's not this much animosity towards one another within the culture, right? Now, there might be tiffs that they have, like Taylor Swift might not fuck with Sabrina Carpenter, but we would never know that. You know what I'm saying? But within our culture, it's loud and proud. Like Cardi B is going off on this person, and Elliott Wilson's crashing out on this person. Jeremy Hecht beefing with Bootleg Kev. Like, like what the fuck? So I get, and then Jim Jones and Cam, and then Elliott Wilson versus Cam, and then Elliott Wilson versus Drake, and then Elliott Wilson versus The Sandwich, and then it's like.
The sandwich is gonna win every time, baby.
I have an answer, but I
Pavilions.
don't know if I'm supposed to be the person to speak on it.
Well,
But
tell me.
okay, this is from someone who's seen the outside other genres as well. Like I grew up, I liked rap, but I also loved, a good alternative rock. I was a big
Man, fuck the
John
disclaimer.
Mayer.
Tell me what's up.
Okay. Rap is the only genre that's based in competition and braggadocio and wanting to be the best and proving through your craft how good you are at your craft. A lot of singers don't write their own songs. A lot of singers don't also have their vocals that they maybe have. So they're not out there bragging, I'm the best singer. And that's also more of a God-given talent, a singing ability, rather than a craft that you're working on and you're penning and you're barring people up. And even
So you might have
even
they might have 20 people in the studio.
They might.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But before we go there. No, before we go there though.
Just asking.
It's also battle rap is such a core part of the actual culture. So I think because it's so competitive in its nature, I want to be better than you. I want to be the best at my craft. It is competitive versus singers and rock. It's not like I want to be the best at my craft. I want to make good music is more at the core of it versus I want my skill to shine through. And I think in the media aspect, it kind of bleeds over a little bit where everybody wants to have the best take or everybody wants to have the best interview or everybody wants to be the best at their craft in the genre, in the culture that also has competition so high up.
So you're saying that the reason that other spaces are more harmonious is because the lack of the will to be the best.
Yeah.
So you're saying that people in pop, rock, country, corridos, they all just want to be mid.
No, they want to be great, but their greatness is just like putting out a great album, right? Or, selling out a great tour. Their greatness doesn't necessarily go hand in hand with writing the best bars and showcasing their skills as a lyricist.
So it's more like hip hop is more akin to sports.
Yes, I would say.
Where you're competing for a chip. But it's an ongoing,
there is no real, ring. But that's my view. I don't know what you think.
I think there's truth to that, but I also think that there's other harsh realities that black folks don't work well together. We tear each other down. We don't want to unify, really work together.
Why is that, Elliott Wilson?
I mean, you can answer that, Head. That's a history class right there, but that's true. And
okay,
I think the
why?
reason I think there's more conflicts now today is because I think people aren't honest anymore. And I've become the poster child of, all my insecurities and my competitiveness. But at least I'm honest about it. And I feel most of us aren't honest anymore. We're not supposed to say that. We're supposed to act like we're not. But there is still competitive fire, and it does exist. And I think because we're not being honest, it spills out. The truth comes out. People get in their feelings, and things come out.
I think the counter to that, I think people are being honest openly, whereas that always wasn't the case, which exposes a lot of the tumultuousness.
I think people are talking more than ever, and they're being dishonest. And they're being less honest they've ever been, and talking more than they ever have. That's how I look at it. Because now the culture is talk, right? So you're entertaining and you're just talking and like this guy could go on one counterpoint and then he's a Democrat, he's a Republican, and play both sides of it. And you know what I'm saying? Like I try not to do that. Like I'm pretty clear on, even when I make a mistake, like, yes, my background is competitiveness, we're all going for the one chip, but like we're acting like we're not anymore. And we're in the business of talking, and I just feel like we're not getting to the actual truth anymore. I just feel like it's a lot of
you've been honest about
the ecosystem.
You've been honest about you want to compete. And I've
been honest about my frustration in the landscape where people are trying to make like I can't compete because things have changed and the disadvantages that have come with that. And I've been honest about that when nobody else wants to be honest about that.
So you're saying that most of the people who exist in spaces are not being honest about their intentions?
They're full intentions, yes.
They're full. So they'll disclose like, oh, it's all good. But it's really like, no, I'm trying to beat this motherfucker.
And there's nothing wrong with that if you play the game the right way. You're not cheating, you play fair. Like everybody, nobody's not trying to take food out your mouth. It's just I'm trying to achieve too. And maybe I'm inspired by what's going on, but I still want to step up and be at my best and achieve things. And that's fine. It's fine to say that outwardly, I think. But people feel like they can't say that outwardly.
So
like Jeremy has a lot of ambition, I'm sure. Like, but it's not comfortable to be able to say that in this landscape right now. You know what I'm saying? Without looking like you're tearing somebody else down or you know what I mean?
But I'd say that when I come into, record a show, or if I am writing a piece, or if I'm speaking my mind on I want to have the best, most thoughtful, well-researched, most articulate opinion out of my peer group. Now, I could be like Joey, where I'm looking at people that have been in the game for maybe a little longer, or maybe I can't compete fully, but I'm still gonna aim, I'm still gonna shoot, I'm still gonna like try to be the best for sure.
Yeah.
So then when it comes to the music, if you take like what we were talking about Joey Badass, like where he doesn't have an aim, it's more just a spray and pray, right? That approach also can be taken like, it's unnecessary almost. Yeah. It's like if you come in here and you're like, man, The Bigger Picture is the best podcast ever, fuck everybody else. It's like, well, what does that mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's too much podcast dick licking. Everybody's gonna shoot at you. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
only the people who feel like that was just shot at them will shoot back.
That's my point, though. Why is it just in this?
Well, also, I think we also embrace the negativity. We know the lies don't matter. The truth doesn't matter if the lie's more entertaining. That's what a famous quote Chick guy always says, right?
Yes.
So we love the lies. If whatever's the most entertaining thing, we're rolling with that. We're also fueled by the negativity. We're incentivized by the negativity. Elliott and Cam have a little thing. There's going to be 10, 12 YouTube videos of all these people commenting on Elliott and Cameron. So we're also incentivized that way to more so lean into the negative of it. It's not even just about saying The Bigger Picture is the best thing. It's about saying this one isn't as good. And that's the headline story.
It's views too.
You know?
I mean, in pop, every once in a while, you see it's different. Like you'll see Sabrina Carpenter and Camila Cabello go at it, or whoever, Taylor Swift and Olivia Rodrigo. Like they go at it in weird subliminal ways on
like
songs.
What though? Like,
but you're not. You're not looking for that, are you?
No. What I'm saying is, it's not.
It's not at this level.
No. Not even close.
But also because we build social media, so we're at the leaders of these platforms, whether it's Twitter, whether it's X, Instagram, TikTok. So all of that plays out. Like we control the ecosystem. We created ourselves. We made it cool. So we created these things to be our background. Like you don't see these other stars active on social the same way we artists, hip hop people are active on these social platforms. So we built this whole ecosystem fueled on that.
Like I remember, okay, just to preface what I'm saying. I'm not preface, but to staple what I'm saying to other mechanisms, right? I saw when I think it was Joe Rogan said something to the effect of the fires, right? And then I saw Bill Burr kind of mock him on late night, right? Okay, that went nowhere. You get what I'm saying? That didn't have anything. Then you see something like I saw Cat Williams kind of like go in on Jamie Foxx's special. Then I saw Jamie Foxx say something. He didn't even say anything specific to Cat. He was just like,
talked about short.
He was just short, you know, people with jokes or whatever the fuck he said, and that's everywhere.
Yeah,
it's almost like there's
we make it go everywhere.
No, but it's not us. It's like a concerted effort to highlight hip hop's crab in a barrel mentality from everywhere, not just us. Though that's what I'm saying. It's not just coming from us because
you don't think we fuel it first and then it spills out. Then the mainstream jumps on it too, and it just.
I think it's both.
Then it hits Harvey's radar, but we build it first.
I think it's both simultaneously because Elliott Wilson and Jeremy Hecht were fully entrenched in the back and forth of last year, right? But so is TMZ, and so is The View.
It's because hip hop culture is also the most impactful culture in the world. Like, that's the cool, right? Like, Black American culture is cool to everywhere else in the world.
Culture. Still at the forefront of pop culture.
Even pop and comedy, all of that references hip hop. So I feel like that's why that is so impactful versus, you know, the comedy world. There is a whole landscape of podcasters going at each other in the comedy world. And you can find those YouTube videos and they do have a lot of views, but it's not talked about in the mainstream in the same way because I don't think it's as impactful as hip hop culture.
So it's just hip hop is more impactful, which is why the negativity within it gets highlighted.
Yeah, I mean, and people love the negativity. They love the lies. They love the negativity. They love the beef. They love the battle. They love the conflict.
Because correct me if I'm wrong, but the Weinstein shit didn't get nearly as much coverage as the Diddy shit.
Probably true. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. But Diddy was a more well-known figure than Weinstein.
Front-facing, flashy mogul.
Okay, fair. Boom. That's fair, right? But then, even if you look at, I would argue that it gets more coverage even than it got more coverage than certain presidential things that happened.
That's fair.
There's nobody more known than I mean, there are people more known, but you get what I'm saying? It just seems like hip hop is chosen as the thing to showcase. Here's the bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be a race thing too.
Every landscape, like comedy, podcasting, sports, in fucking sport. Bronny and LeBron James playing on the same team got more coverage than I think somebody broke a record. I think it was like the same week, and it was nothing. And it was just like, what the fuck?
I think it's interesting how DJ Hed navigates through this space where, you know, especially last year with the battle, a lot of your opinions came to the forefront, right? And that fueled some negativity towards you. But I think that you as a man, how you conduct yourself in the culture and in this industry, to me, you go out of your way not to have like a full-on conflict with people or have that stuff spill out into the thing. So how do you navigate that?
Honestly, it's two reasons. One, I represent my family. And the other part is I represent individuals who came before me and I have a lot of respect. Like I might not, like, I don't agree with a lot of shit that be going on, like, but it's not my place. I came up, well, probably a lot different than both of y'all, but I came up, street dudes taught me how to be a man, right? I didn't learn how to be a man from my dad. He wasn't around. My mom was mom and dad, right? So street dudes that I came up with, y'all don't know who Pooh is, but Pooh and Glasses and like and Big Steel and Jazzy and like all of these people are top. Like I learned manhood from these people. And that's a different set of lineage and code, which is why I can't do the same things that Elliott does or Act does. Or I can't.
I asked the earnest question. Why I gotta get a shot?
He only throws strays internally. He throws internal strays.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm not.
I like these other niggas. Elliott, Act.
No, I don't. I look at it like, honestly.
I said you ain't like us, nigga. That's why I'm asking you the question.
I honestly look at it like a luxury. I don't have the luxury of doing that because I have to. Then I still have to answer my phone. And I still
there's accountability in that.
There's accountability that comes with it. I'm outside, like I'm around, like everywhere. Me and Gina was just somewhere. I was just at 1500 Day in Inglewood. Like I'll be outside for real. And so matter of fact, to be honest with you, I was just having this conversation with Glasses and Charla like a couple of days ago. We were all on a group, and we talk a lot about different things, but the consortium of this conversation was about accountability, right? And Charla and Glasses both agree that we come from an era, or not an era, but we come from a community where your word means everything. And you have to stand on your word, and you have to be a man of your word, because you have to be accountable for your words. So it's a different level of accountability that comes with that, which is why I always am very precise with my words. I don't go out of my way to disrespect anyone. I might say little funny shit here and there, like the Diggy, that's a joke, but I don't have any ill intent towards people, because I understand that ill intent means something has to happen now. And so that's not the same thing. Like, I remember even when Ack went in on me, he said, what did he say? Oh, he said, oh, you thought, basically he was mad that I said stay on stream, right? And I remember when he said to me, he said, all right, pussy, that is up. So to me, that signifies that there's action now that has to be taken. When someone tells you it's up, from a podcasting standpoint, I'm not taking it as content. I'm taking it as, oh, those are action words, right?
Yeah.
So now I went and started a website and did the whole thing, right? Because, oh, there's action that has to take place now. Whereas that's the lineage that I come from. So I don't know what it's like to have the liberties of just saying whatever the fuck I want to say and not being able to be accountable for those things. So that was the conversation we were having, which is a good conversation to have. Shout out to Wacko too. Meet the Whoops. I had a conversation with Wacko over the weekend, and it was about the same thing, and about being a man and stuff like that. And even with Lefty Gunplay, had a conversation with him about it too. And he was just like, look, bro, he said, DJ Hed, I did 10 years in Pelican Bay, mainline, 4-yard. Like, people don't know what that means. Look that shit up. But he was like, I was in Pelican Bay at 4-yard mainline for 10 years. Like, it means something that, you know, I get to be in these spaces and share these spaces with Kendrick and with you, and you know what I'm saying, like that. It's so what I guess the consensus of what I'm saying is, I didn't learn manhood from regular men. I learned manhood from dudes who operated from a different set of codes. And so I operate that way, which is why I navigate hip hop or the culture in the same way, because I'm like, oh no, if I see this person, I have to be willing to say to them what I said about them. That's how I look at it.
But I guess it's interesting in the space, especially right now, where it's like, because to your point, right, if you say something, you kind of have to stand on it, even if it's to the person, or if the person like we all speak and we're in this room, but everything we say is going to reach the people we talk about to some degree, whether it's someone on their team or a fan of theirs or them. So I think, like, for me, the biggest thing that I've had to navigate, and I've, you know, obviously seen how you guys have had to navigate over the course of years, but standing on my opinion and my stance on things, and knowing that the people are going to see what I say, even if I don't like what they did, but doing it in a way that I feel is respectful, because it's my truth. And me being honest is hopefully respected rather than just being liked. But I think the thing that I'm kind of realizing more and more is, for me at least, it's important to have a moral code and have a moral stance. And if other people in our space, or other artists or whoever it may be, cross my moral code, which comes from, you know, just the way I was raised, not by street dudes, but by, you know, by my family and, you know, my environment.
That's them right now.
That's them calling. Yeah. But if somebody crosses that, then I have to be okay with distancing myself from their actions and calling it out. And I think that's the space I'm going to be navigating in this year, that I think is.
Yeah, I mean, kudos, you know, for having masculine figures. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate that. But I guess the reason why I posed the question to y'all in the group, because I was just noticing, like, it to me, it stands out overtly. It's not just because it's our ecosystem.
Yeah.
I mean, it's full on mainstream. If J. Cole were to respond to Joey Badass, it would be on The View. It would be on TMZ. It would be on Stephen A. Smith would be talking about it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If Sabrina Carpenter went on Ellen and said, fuck Sabrina Gomez or whatever. Selena, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, you know, F her or whatever.
We wouldn't talk about it.
We would not talk about it. Like, Stephen A. Smith wouldn't bring it up. He wouldn't make a reference to it.
No.
It wouldn't. So it was like, damn, like, I get that hip hop is the most influential and impactful culture in the world, but it's also the most sensationalized when it comes to the bullshit.
That's true.
That's just what I...
There's a part of me, though, we can close it out, but there's a part of me, though, that does like that, though. I remember when hip hop couldn't get on late night television and couldn't get these sort of things. So there's a part of me that's excited that Stephen A. Smith feels like he has to have an opinion on not just the ball game, but, you know, Drake's lawsuit.
Yeah.
You know, what does Stephen A. Smith think about Drake's lawsuit? Like, so I in one way I think of it, but I think it's the problem is that it's so fueled by the negativity. I think that's what the turnoff is, right? There's a lack of balance, right? There needs to be a better balance, but, you know.
Well, we have a new segment alert. One take, okay? So I asked X to drop their most controversial, Big X to plug, their most controversial takes. And we got to debate them. So I'll give you guys a couple of them.
Oh, shit.
This one, this is from @J Paloger, dollars and cents in the username. DMX had greatest 3-year run in hip hop history.
Say it again.
DMX had the greatest 3-year run in hip hop history. True or false?
False.
Why? Who had it better?
3 year, like consecutive 3 years? Yeah. I don't know. You only remember, like, I'm going to say, that's a good one. 3 consecutive years?
I got one.
Okay, you go first.
Queens, baby. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson.
That's what I was going to go with.
Because I think that, again, I always say with 50, the difference was because he did the mixtape stuff still at the time when that underground thing was going. He was the hottest in the underground, and then he did 800,000, and then he's selling his clothes, and I never see nothing like that, like the top rapper having the both dominant pop culture thing going on in the club, and then he's still like people bumping the mixtapes and the bootleg songs, and like
I would say
at the
50.
same time.
50's a good one.
People was wearing them little nasty tank tops he had. Remember the little situations?
Why were they nasty?
They weren't made well. They were kind of
see what I'm saying?
Situation like those.
See what I'm saying? The greatest run, but his tank
I gotta balance some negativity, man. Sometimes I'm part of the ecosystem. See, that's what's wrong with me. Let's stay in the positive. 50 Cent was amazing, and then tank tops, them ugly sneakers. No, but then he empowered. He brought out his whole crew: Banks, Yayo, Buck, the whole run game. Like that run, empowering checked all the boxes.
I wanted them Reebok shoes so bad. I wanted some G-Unit sneakers so bad.
Yeah,
it was killing.
He was even on top of the game, on top of Jay at that point.
You know who I was?
Why you gotta go there?
You know who I was mad at?
Jay was retiring. That's a little Black Album, a little retirement time.
Why do you think he retired?
Hey now,
I was mad at Nelly for a long time about vocal. I was mad at Nelly for a long time.
Why was you mad about vocals?
Because I couldn't afford it and I couldn't find it.
Oh, it was a high price point on vocals?
Hell yeah.
These are Nelly's shoes?
No, vocal, it was like apparel, streetwear. But where I lived in Carson, it was you can only get it from Men's Land. And it was high as a motherfucker in there.
Vocal.
Vocal.
So
it was Vocal and Iceberg. Because I remember Fabulous.
Iceberg, New York loved Iceberg.
They was wearing Iceberg. And I'm like, bro, I can't afford this shit.
That's what started Rockaware because they didn't get. I think it was the Iceberg deal. They didn't want to do the deal.
Really?
And I think that's when Damon J and Biggs were like, "We'll start our own shit."
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I believe it's Iceberg. Let me fact check later. But
that's crazy. Yeah. Okay, next one.
yeah, because that definitely that 2000.
But there's been great runs in hip hop.
I mean,
just feel like
Kanye's the second one that I thought of. Like, if you want to go from his first 3 album run, that was probably around 5 years. I think maybe a little less. So.
Yeah, man, I was there for DMX. I think musically that was such a force, but I think with 50 it was a force coupled with all these other aspects of culture that were being touched on, like at the same time.
It was nothing like 50, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was insane.
Yeah.
Okay, at Dissect Podcast, shout out to Cole from Dissect Podcast.
That's a real thing right
there. Yeah,
right.
He's super great analyst. He says, Mr. Morale is Kendrick's most important album. Do we get an album like GNX without it? Does he win a rap battle so handily without it? He picked himself apart more than anyone ever could with the 8 Mile effect. Somebody did respond, say they talked about this one in one of their episodes, which I did bring up that point. I think I said the same thing.
So that's about crediting. You want to give Mr. Morale more credit because
that he says it's his most important album.
Most important.
He needed Mr. Morale in order to win the rap battle.
I disagree.
Yeah, you said that earlier. You said that on an earlier previous podcast.
What?
The Bigger Picture.
What did I say?
Your theory that Kendrick was always ready for this moment if it was going to go to this moment situation.
He was ready since Good Kid.
Yeah.
I think Good Kid is his most important album.
Good Kid elevated him to a new level. I will say, I'm not going to say it's his most important album, but I will agree to the second term of that to say that he wouldn't have as handily won that rap battle without Mr. Morale, because without Mr. Morale, the shock effect of you like white women, you've cheated on your wife, that simple fact, when we viewed Kendrick as like the perfect family man before he talked about therapy, before he talked about his flaws and owned up to them, I think it would have actually hit a lot harder.
I disagree.
As a shock factor in that battle. That's the debate show. You can disagree.
No. You in a dissect man. No.
I just don't see like maybe he would have won. Maybe he would have won the battle. Most likely he still would have won, but
Kendrick
you don't think that would have been a
is
shock?
From Compton, California.
He said no.
And he was ready to take Aubrey Dre Graham's head off from jump anytime, man.
I think that
those punches wasn't gonna land, no matter what.
So him doing Mr. Morale wasn't about him exposing himself to the world. Him doing Mr. Morale, I'm not speaking for him, chat.
Your opinion.
My opinion. Him doing Mr. Morale was about him understanding, it's 444 for the new generation.
Yes.
It's literally just that. It's like, hey, here's the veil pulled back on what you think about, not just me, all of us, right? It's a collective thing. Savior record, right?
Yeah.
Same thing.
But to Jeremy's point, digging so deeply inward, right? Because it's all about himself, right? Does that then toughen his skin that he can take whatever comes his way even better? Like better defense against whatever could come his way.
That's the public,
whatever Drake could say.
That's the public perception of him.
I get it, yeah.
It's here to tell them something they don't know about me. That was it. He had nothing to say. Like, there was nothing else to say.
Who viewed him as a perfect family man before Mr. Morale?
Everyone.
No, they didn't. They didn't even know he had a family.
Bro, they said all the time, that's why he made the Savior record. Yes, it was for him, but they called him the Savior. No Name called him out for saying he was the type of guy to use Black trauma and then disappear when people wanted to hear from him. She said that. He addressed it on Mr. Morale. And what he was saying there is, I pray in silent. I pray in private. I'm handling my own family. I'm not your savior. Stop looking to me to be that. But you guys are. They still say it. They still say it in the comments. They'll be like, oh, here goes your savior. They say it even though he said it on Mr. Morale. So like,
nobody viewed him as before Mr. Morale came out, how many kids did he have?
One.
How did you know
that? There was like maybe one post about it one time.
Where?
Some magazine. I don't know.
Okay. So how the fuck did you view him as a perfect family man?
Because he kept his family to himself. You assume that that's what he's doing. You don't think that was the public perception? I'm not talking about me. That's how you viewed Kendrick, right? Like everybody viewed him that way. They said he's been with his high school sweetheart. He's never cheated. He's one of the few that's held it down. They viewed him in that way, and him taking the liberty by saying out loud, what your perception of me isn't all the facts. I have flaws. Allowed it so that if someone else critiques his flaws, he already did it first.
Those weren't the same flaws
that Drake brought up, because he had to search. He had to dig for something else. That was all he had.
I know that's all he had.
Yeah. But he would have had more if he didn't drop the album.
So you're saying the shock factor, the shock value of people having this perception that he didn't give them, this perception that people perceive of Dot.
Yeah.
This man presenting information saying that this information that people believe is not true, he's a flawed individual, would have cost him the battle?
No, I'm saying it would have been a harder battle to win as handily as he did. He still would have won, most likely, but it would have been like that song, If Family Matters, was all of that, and he focused all on Kendrick, and it was this, and that. People would have been like, and then they found out it was true, some of it. Then you also have to question if the other things are true, whereas both of those things, there was no proof for anything to be true. The thing about Drake stuck because there was enough evidence for people to at least piece things together and create theories from online.
No.
Right? Agree to disagree.
Close this out. It's a misconception in your mind.
There's a complete misconception.
So people don't really understand Kendrick, his character, I guess.
100%.
Is that what's there?
People don't understand a lot of shit. I've learned that people just don't understand, and that's okay.
And is that because, just like you, he comes from a certain code, the way he grew up in the situation?
100%. Like, there's also backstory as to why the whole thing ended the way it ended. When when I was
you kind of said that, right? You kind of said the white flag is
let
white.
him cook. Let him talk. Let him talk. Jumping in, journalist, man. He was about to say some shit finally, and you jump in. Yeah, because you can refer back to footnote 15's ass. Yo, footnote 15. Calm down. It's let it cook, man.
It's
cool. The number one rule being an interview is learn when to shut the fuck up. Let them talk. It's hard. I do it
That's
too.
part of the mentorship.
That's part of the mentorship. Shut the fuck up. Let them talk, yo. So Alex could clip this shit. We can get this out of here, man. Damn it. Love you, bro. I was just fucking with you. Now, go ahead. Now spin us, Mr. Wherefall. Now give us the fucking answer you was just saying. Now put your mic back, Jeremy. Let's go, man. Be professional, buddy.
Okay, so you were saying
no, let it.
No, it's just
the character.
There's character in there.
No, it was about you saying there was a moment towards the end where
there's a whole backstory as far as like you can go look it up online. There are individual who spoke on it on a platform, talked about why it ended and how it ended, and then I was given word that there would be no more records, and that's what I said.
Who were you given word from? Which side?
My side.
So your side knew that there was for sure going to be no more records after that.
What I said when I called it off, those words were said to me verbatim.
Because you did can I say it now?
Yes, please. Yes.
You did.
Permission to speak. Speak.
Okay. No, but
it was killing him. It was killing him to shut the fuck up.
No, but I remember it was after we filmed. He dropped the hard part 6, and I think it was later that night that I remember going on live and seeing you say it's over, but you kind of acted like the referee or like the end of the race when they waved the flag and they're like, all right, everybody in. I took it as such a stern it's done, and I was curious as to where that came from, because it wasn't just the lyrics, right? You're telling me it wasn't just you hearing him say you could drop 1,000 records, I don't want to go anymore.
No, after the hard part 6, I got phone calls and texts. I made my calls and figured out what was going on, and I was just like, I was like, well, what's up? There'll be no more records. This is over. He's cooked. He lost, and it's over. And and he's done. That's what I said. And that's what I said. I tweeted. I said I'm going live. I forgot at the 7:00 or whatever the fuck time it was. There was just thousands of people in my live, and I said he's cooked. It's over, or he's done, and he lost.
So to tie back to the earlier thing, so then I guess you're saying, in some sense, that was a change of plans. That wasn't necessarily the initial direction, right? And then all of a sudden, the times change, and we're going to declare victory. So is the argument you're making that you're speaking to how well prepared Kendrick was for the situation and his character, which is why he won, and not giving so much credit to Mr. Morale and all this sort of artistic journey?
The Mr. Morale whether Mr. Morale existed or not, this would have went down the exact same way. Because 3 mistakes that was made on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Number one being, we've discussed this ad nauseum, but number one being,
they love it though.
He didn't.
The bigger picture.
He didn't look at Dot as a worthy opponent.
Mm-hmm.
He the little homie. You sunned him. You're outstream. You whatever.
I don't think I've ever heard you say that part of agreement with that.
That's true. He didn't look at him like a worthy opponent. Yeah. The second part was there was nothing like. What are you gonna say? There's nothing to. It is who he says he is.
And he said it.
And he will, and also you got to think that this is also out there too, where, okay, if you put some money in the streets trying to get some information, the homie is such a G. Hey, bro, go get your money. Tell him whatever you want to tell him. There's nothing to say, right? The third part is he made it a culture thing, and it should have just been a rap battle. Going back to the J. Cole conversation we just had. If he had a rap battle, he would have had a way better time. We wouldn't be, the industry wouldn't be in uproar. Lucian wouldn't have problems right now.
Lucian's phone wouldn't be ringing the same way.
Yeah. Everybody would be, Lucian probably on Zooms every day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's it's all kind of shit going on.
Vacation.
It would have been a rap battle, but because he decided to make it a personal culture thing, That's where you got the visceral embalming of this person.
I have one more question about that. So when you said no more records coming, did that mean no more records from Kendrick's side, or also that even if Kendrick replied, you heard there was no more records from Drake's side?
There would be no more records.
Period.
Okay.
All right.
And that is what I'm saying. That was a bigger conversation that y'all can go find online somewhere.
What did you say? Somewhere in the world, there's a something happening right now?
What,
was it
211?
211. Yeah.
No, I wasn't. That's stupid. Y'all dumb. I wasn't talking.
They did clip that. They did clip that, and they're like, oh, DJ Head said somewhere in the world.
Y'all dumb.
No, it wasn't our audience. It was other people clipped that.
The bots.
Yeah.
They just like, it's an album date. Like, why the fuck would somebody drop it? Was it like a Tuesday or a Wednesday or something?
Oh, February 11th.
Yeah, like, bro, you read the penal code.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's a Tuesday. Okay, one more thing to clarify. So Justin Hunt tweeted this morning. Shout out to Justin.
Oh,
company man.
The company man, one of the greatest. We really only getting one video off GNX with a emoji, and DJ Head replies with a set of eyeballs.
Jeremy doesn't like when DJ Head does that. I don't know if you guys know. He doesn't like that.
It sends me into a blender. Because you know me, I have to go searching then.
Okay, what'd you come up with?
I didn't have time. You did it right before I was on the way to work. That's why I have to ask. I don't even have a certified cover board.
What is he pulling up? What is he head up to right now? What text is he going to pull up cryptically and show you? And what are you allowed to say on the mic and not say on the mic?
You can't say anything about this.
Okay.
All right. So start at the top.
And read?
No, don't read it out loud.
Read it. Okay.
What kind of show is this?
Do you have what you need
Reaction.
Let me finish the sentence.
Listening. He hears the voice reading it to him. See?
Okay.
Are you done with the questions?
Well, but this was about something else.
Fuck that. Are you done with the questions?
I'm done with the questions about that.
Okay,
yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Confirmed what you were saying.
Okay. I wasn't high-fiving.
I thought you were going for, okay.
So...
All right. I thought,
I dap somebody up and then diss him.
I didn't want to dap you right there. High five.
You pulled the dap back like Jadakiss. Pulled it back.
I'm bulletproof. It was right there. What am I supposed to do?
Jada's in our drink champs.
For a dap,
you pulled the dap back.
Go for it.
You pulled the dap back, man.
You should just not said anything at that point. We already dapped. I knew it. I realized it midway through. I saw that you were holding your hand up.
Justin is my guy.
Shout out to Justin.
Justin's my guy.
You're going to make Justin feel like we're going to get more videos because you gave him the little eyes. Where the eyes, man? Why are you giving another king some eyes, man?
What do you think he's going to take this as?
Why are you giving eyes to another king, man? What's going on?
It's an emoji. I just use emojis.
But people feel like you're an informed person.
I am informed.
So if you're teasing us
I know about
eyeballs,
stocks and crypto.
Let's not go crypto right now. It's a tough time right now. Because it's a culture, crypto.
Shout out to Snoop.
You don't think this is going to give Company Man or Jeremy Hecht some excitement to think that something could be in the works? And more.
How did you even see this?
He's got a video on the way because I follow Justin and I follow you. So
who got a video on the way?
Justin's probably making a video about this right now.
Company Man gonna make a 20-minute video about this.
Are you serious?
Probably. He does daily news on YouTube.
Bro, it's just eyeballs.
So what was your intention behind the eyeballs?
I want to see a video.
Oh, so this was you saying I would also like to see that.
Is anyone gathering that from this message, though?
You know what you're doing. This is a gaslight.
I hate that word.
You know what you said.
You and black women. You're a gaslighter. He's a narcissist. He uses these buzzwords every fucking week.
I can't take you to the area movie theater while you calling me a narcissist. Go get some popcorn.
Can
Come
we
back
go
here.
to the Regal in LA Live finally?
Yeah, I was just, I want to see another video from GNX as well.
You know what? I actually want to know how I saw it.
What about Luther's a top 5 song? Why can't we get a Luther video? What's going on with Luther?
Yeah, that would be good.
And K. You know what I mean?
Somebody said at Jeremy_Hecht, Head is doing that thing again. That was the tweet that made me saw it.
I wouldn't be surprised if we got another video from GNX.
Okay.
But at the point...
And I'm looking forward to it.
Both eyes are open.
Well, there's no Cyclops emoji.
Not yet. Not yet.
Wow.
Not yet.
You know what I'm saying? Shit.
All right. I got some punchlines for you guys. Okay.
Punchlines.
I got one for you, too. Go ahead.
Okay, you want to start?
No.
Okay.
It's going to violate my little...
Your
you know,
treaty?
Yeah. I don't want to withdraw from the World Health Organization right now.
The White Hecht organization? You don't
see what I'm saying? I said he got one more, bro.
So now you can...
You also said... Listen, hold on. No. Before we get to the punchlines,
okay.
You said that you finna dust your pen off this year. Or what was that? What'd you say?
Oh, yeah, please find that tweet. Where's that?
What the fuck? Alex,
please find that tweet up. Oh, we need
this. This nigga said...
I did say that.
This nigga said...
Yeah, I'll read it.
That he finna... Like, you finna put your... Like, you finna get out there like Joey Bada? That's what you want?
I was inspired. This is what I said.
Jeremy Hecht said, I'm busting the pen out. I'm busting...
Pause.
I thought about pausing, but I didn't know how to. I didn't know how to word it without pausing.
I got reading it. You know what I'm saying? I'm busting the pen back out. Did I say it right?
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Okay, that was a.
I'm busting the pen back out this year. So just know, if a rapper disses, I will be ready. LOL. Jeremy Hecht.
Yes.
It ain't safe for MGK out here?
Jeremy Hecht.
All I'm saying
Hold on. No. Let me ask you a question.
You ask a question.
If any rapper disses you, you're going to be ready.
Not any rapper, a worthy opponent of you.
Like who?
Someone who I would speak about on the show.
Like who?
I'm not naming a name because I don't want to call someone out for no reason.
No, you're not calling them out. Hypothetically, if someone dissed you via the bars, you would respond with a diss record.
Yes.
Like who?
Anyone who's a worthy opponent.
Give me an example. Give me an example. No. This is not that. You're not calling them out. You're giving me an example.
If Joey Badass threw a shot at me, I would reply.
In a rap battle?
Yes.
Busting the pen back out this year.
Do I think I can compete with Joey Badass lyrically? No, but I'm going to try. If JID threw a shot, I'm competing.
But why are you calling out rappers specifically here?
Because I talk shit about rappers for a living. So I assume somebody's going to dislike something I say.
So now you're paranoid. Not only that DJ has going to get you back with more pranks, is that because of your hot takes, some rapper's going to come at you?
Yes.
You live in a lot of fear, don't you?
I lead with love. But
what are you going through, dog?
I think Elliott got problems.
A resurgence of inspiration through my... You know what? Actually, funny enough, you guys don't even know this story, I don't think. Cameron was the first rapper in LA to tell me my pen was dope.
That's why you busting out.
Cameron not from LA.
No, but when I moved to LA, I met Cameron. He was the first person when I moved out here to say that I was a dope rapper.
Okay. Amazing.
See, I think you're wrong for that, Jeremy. Going back to my mentorship program. What I learned is, because I was media, like, let's say I wrote a bad review about somebody back when you try to find the writers and beat them up in the club. Like from that era. What do he look like? Elliott Wilson. What that nigga look like in the club? I come from that era. I won by half a mic and kicked this nigga in his head. Where at?
I won by half a mic.
I diss your album, right? Let's say you want to make a song and diss me.
Yeah.
I don't go back at you. I said what I had to say. I'm media. I did my statement. I stand on my statement. Just because you make a record against me, I don't think you step out of the line and you get to gonna bar him up and go back to the rap.
But do you
if it's based off your hot take, huh?
But have you written bars?
No, but I'm saying I don't think that I think you're stepping over the lines of what you do. It's a contradiction because your media stance is important.
Yeah.
You're a journalist first, also. You lead with being journalist now first, career-wise, than a rapper. And you got your shit off as a journalist just because the rapper responded to that. I don't think you go into rapper mode and you engage in the battle. I think you got your shit off. When people wrote bad letters to me, like, I did all the 50 Cent covers and they say, get off 50 Cent's dick and da-da-da, I didn't write back in the replies to the letters and say, hey, man, I'll have you know it's sold 40%. All these issues sold. So I don't know. I don't think you should fire back as a rapper. Okay. I would advise you not to. I'll try you not to.
The mentorship program lesson would be sit back in the chair and talk again.
No, you gave your take. I mean, if the rapper kept going at you like more than once, then maybe we can consider it. But I just think it's not the tit for tat.
Okay,
you do your hot take. It goes crazy on social media. It gets all these views. I think a rapper has a chance to give you a line or two and come back at you. And not do you got to pull your rapper pin back out and get back at him. I don't see that.
What about when it comes to other media personalities? If somebody
takes a shot at me, that's what I said.
Can I throw shots?
You want to rap so bad.
I do. I'm inspired.
Just rap.
So I'm rapping.
No, you're not. So you haven't found an effective way to merge your rapper and journalism career? Is that what we're looking for?
I haven't yet. No.
And you're struggling with that. That's one of your goals.
That's what I'm sitting. That's what I'm sitting up at night thinking about.
Why can't he join your little rap camp and get some beats and learn how to make some songs and stuff? Why can't he do all that?
We not there yet.
You got to see some proven bars first.
Nah, we got shit going on right now.
He can't work with Jason Martin. Jason Martin can't help this man.
Jason Martin can do what the fuck he want to do. That don't have nothing to do with me. What I'm saying is, okay, now we've arrived. He said that he haven't figured out a way to do it, like emerge it and make it make sense.
He's frustrated by it.
That makes sense to me because this is random as fuck.
It is, yeah.
This tweet is so, I read it, I'm like, I know I didn't just read what I read. I just went on about my day. You know what I'm saying? I just going about my day. It was like 6 o'clock in the afternoon. All right, but.
Somebody did ask me.
This part, the second sentence, so just know.
That's a warning.
So just know, if a rapper disses, I will be ready. Like, nobody has to diss you to rap. Just rap.
Well, I'm going to rap. I'm going to rap first. But I'm just saying, because I'll be warmed up.
No. This tweet is in sync. You've been fucking up.
Okay, all right. Give me some. These are media lessons.
Should you challenge a former?
You've been fucking up on Twitter. He started a war with Bootleg Kev. Right?
I did.
Kev don't rap though. Kev don't rap.
And he didn't even come on here and do like Elliott Wilson, do the mentorship program where he walk it back. He stood on that. He's like, nah, listen here, Mr. Bootleg Kev. Fuck you. I'm the real white hype.
Why did he bar Bootleg Kev up? You want to bar him up? He's not a rapper. Okay, I get it. You want to bar him up.
Jeremy Hecht is like, I'm the real white hype in this hip hop shit. And this is what it is.
My rap name. My old rap name was Hype. It was a good, you had a bar there. That was good. I was just crediting.
Your rap name is White Hype?
No, not White Hype. It was just The Hype.
The Hype?
Your rap name was The Hype?
Unfortunately, it wasn't one of my better decisions.
Yeah, hey, go to the spotlight or something.
Okay, well, we can go to punchlines. Okay, so do you think would it be better if a media personality went at me and I rapped?
Just rap.
You want to battle?
Stop looking for the smoke.
You trying to battle Rob Markman?
You told me it's entrenched in the culture.
You want to battle Rob Markman?
No, I don't. Rob can rap.
Rob got some smoke for you, man.
So you don't want to rap niggas that can rap, and you don't want to rap. You don't want. Think about this. Just think about this.
I can rap with them too.
Just think about this. Yeah. You said Rob Markman. Markman can rap. He said, I'm not rapping. He said, no.
I didn't say no.
Okay, so you want the smoke with Rob?
I can have the smoke with anybody.
Curtis King?
I think, and listen, this might be my control. Maybe I have to put a control verse out. I think, and no one's seen bars in years, really. I think I could rap alongside any person in media who also raps besides the people who were professional rappers prior to. So like Cam,
what the fuck am I looking at?
Mace.
Oh my God.
This is so Dime a Dozen, who shout out Dime, he's a fire rapper from New York. I used to do rap competitions online. I won rap competitions.
Wait, do you have one we can play? I really need to hear him rap.
Yeah, can you play the hype?
Yeah, you want to hear my 16-year-old?
We didn't plan any of this. We didn't plan any of this.
I want to hear the hype.
Do you want to see my so just so for context on that, he had a competition. He had a song called MILF.
Just play the hype.
And so
he's the hype.
No, play. I want to hear a hype record.
Okay.
Excuse me, we're doing a short film about.
No, let me go back. I'll send you
I'll
send you an old.
He wants his best one.
No, I'll send you like an old like 16-year-old video.
No.
Or you want like a recent one?
I want a real one where you actually trying
Taylor Swift.
To rap?
My God, what is this Taylor Swift?
I want to hear the hype, and we're gonna do a live critique.
Okay. No, let me see.
Because this has got to stop.
I'm surprised he didn't rap our goddamn Deem song and shit. He's gonna start doing that. Try to take over.
This got to stop.
It's not gonna stop.
No, I'm just talking about him rapping. I'm saying he looking for a motherfucker to say something to him to invigorate his raps. No, just rap, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't need an adversary to rap.
Okay. How about this one?
Well, first we gotta see if he can rap.
No, fuck it.
We don't know.
Let him know.
This was
you know how you learn to ride a bike? Falling.
Get back up.
This was from 11 years ago. I'll give you this.
Okay. Why is it 11? Where's the one from where's the shit you just wrote?
You want to hear it? I just wrote something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
That's what I want.
I'll give you a live.
I still want to see the young
rap.
MC though. I want to see
acapella. No.
No, let me get the beat off.
You got it with a beat?
Yeah.
Oh my God. This is going places under.
Hey, CT sitting there like,
I'll rap live for you.
Have you heard this before?
Hey, normally CT be on his phone checking his OnlyFans and shit.
That's OnlyFans.
This nigga's like, this shit get good.
All right. Okay. Well, listen. This is what inspired. I wrote this and then I said I'm getting my pen back off.
Is there a picture of Doechii?
Yeah, it's a Doechii and Lil Sin side beat. No. Okay.
Attacking black women.
No. Not attacking black women. This is called Conversations with the Mirror. Okay?
Just give me a verse. I don't want to hear the whole record.
It's a verse. The whole record is a verse. Do you know who you are? How far you have come? I mean, you made it this far, but Jay, are you the one? What makes you special? Why do you deserve it? Really, you're no angel, you're the farthest thing from perfect, working harder and smarter. But why are you so certain? You living good, but you know there's people out there hurting.
Drums.
People like you are just vultures, and it's poisonous. You're just a white kid, you don't deserve a voice in this. Take the LA hat off, stop wearing the retros. You're Canadian, stop trying to be West Coast. The way they check you, people you never stepped to, in this game is a joke. They don't really respect you. You never leave the house anymore. You just sit and make your content object of the people, but you can't even be objective. But the context is that all that shit is all in your head. You are the light at the end of the tunnel, the rose that grew from the concrete under the snow you shovel. Cause you never stopped digging, they could've done it, they didn't. You did it with intent, and you always stay consistent. Plenty days that you wanted to quit, but you always showed up. You gave opportunities along the way and showed love, and you never sold your soul. And you did it with integrity, you always led with love. When it wasn't, you set it free, your word is powerful, and you use it with caution. You speak to the world, but you always let God in, and clearly you been you. Weirdly, there can't be two, and if you had to be delusional, confidence you knew from 15 years old in the basement. Dreams of being on stages, that kid would be looking at you in amazement. You treated people right, and you genuinely cared, and you said no to the money if it came off insincere. You got love for the people, you got love from your peers, and your favorite artist told you that your voice is speaking clear. So next time your intrusive thoughts try to make it here, just remind them who you are. Conversations in the mirror.
Yo!
That was
Big Jeremy!
Thank you, guys.
A little encouragement. Come on, a little encouragement. Now some critique by DJ.
Some thoughts, critiques. Some,
Oh, man. You said I was rocking with you, Jeremy.
Thank you. Yeah, I saw you bobbing your head.
There was some rapping there. The flow got a little off their course a little bit there. The delivery got more confident as the song went on. But I would, like, so what's to stop you from just putting that record out? Record it, put it out.
I was planning on it.
Make your music. Okay.
Yeah, I was planning on it, yeah.
But don't challenge the rappers. Don't combine your worlds. Like
two separate worlds. I can rap and I can do
it's not
media.
a separate world, but if I want to dish you on record, that's record, but not your hot takes. Is this to ignite your career? And like, because that story is telling a personal story there. So that's not saying you can't write battle raps. I'm sure you can. You know, like I said, there's no reason you can't have a voice in this thing outside of that. So the same way Rob Markman is balancing it, I think you can balance it. So
thank you.
I think you should just put your shit out. Don't. That tweet was ridiculous.
Don't tweet about it. Get in the booth, as Gina Views would say. Don't be fucking tweeting about it.
Yeah, just put your shit out.
Yeah.
Put your shit out. Let it be critiqued like everybody else's shit. And nobody needs to. Well, if anybody wants it,
one more time. Busting the pen back out this year, man.
No, that's the second sentence. Read the second sentence, Elliott.
Just know.
What I meant by that
that's a
tweet,
warning.
though.
So just know.
I know.
That's a warning.
I grew up with a black mother. I know what that means.
So just know. We're going to whoop your ass when you come home tonight.
But here's the thing. That was more so saying, like, I wrote that and I was like, okay, I'm going to start practicing writing again because I haven't written in a long time.
How did that feel to put pen and pad on that one right there?
It felt inspirational. It felt like, okay, all right. I feel like I have more perspective now to speak on things than I did when I was rapping 10 years ago.
In the words of Lefty Gunplay, are you going to allow yourself to be produced? How's that going to work?
I will definitely allow myself to be produced. If there's producers out there that would like to work on some
I do think you need to be produced.
I do
That's
too.
my big critique.
And I never had a producer around. You could tell. So
I can tell.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. That's all. I feel like I've had more critique than you.
Yeah. What's DJ Hecht's critique or
no sharp critique?
Or your
I appreciate you using that beat. It was like what 90.
It was 90. Yeah.
91.
Yeah.
That's a good beat for him. A good cadence.
It was actually 90. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it so well. Effortless.
I appreciate you using a tempoed beat. I think that you should be produced. I think you should stop threatening rappers.
He's not take the tweet down. DJ is not going to get past the tweet.
That tweet.
Bro, that tweet was wild, bro. So just know, if somebody did, why the fuck would somebody write a rap record against you?
You never know. You never know.
That's like me saying, just know, I'm about to be the biggest in agriculture, so any farmers.
No, that would be if you farmed in your
How you know I don't?
job. That's very true. Do you farm?
See? Don't typecast me.
Him and SZA are going to start that farm pretty soon.
I'm culturally and career-wise, I'm ambidextrous in my efforts.
Okay. I respect that.
Are we in spotlight?
All right. Wait, hold on.
Like we're in overtime. It's a 4-hour episode.
No. Let's
and
go.
Nothing's even going on yet in January hip hop.
Okay, punchline. This is how this started. He said, I got a punchline for you first. So that's how we went there. Okay. React with one sentence or less. Fans came to Bow Wow's defense after Le'Veon Bell questioned him from being the king of the king of Ohio.
With the hit record. We still ain't talked about the kid yet. Whoa. We ain't spoke about him yet.
It's been on the topic list for 3 weeks.
You hate that song? Is that why
I liked it a lot. No, I liked it a lot.
Do you take that song seriously as a hit?
Yes.
Is it active on media base the way I think it is?
Yes.
I think it's a hit song. I thought it was a joke at first, and then you listen back, you're like, this is a catchy ass hook.
Here's somebody I want to interview.
You what?
Here's somebody I want to interview.
Who?
LeAngelo Ball.
The Papa. Where's Papa at? The Papa.
LeVar.
LeVar. Where LeVar?
He's winning.
LeVar at, man?
LeVar is winning.
Well, he was talking about Bell, not Ball.
Huh?
He was talking about Bell, not Ball.
Which one? What do you mean?
Well, these are two different things. Yeah. But I was talking about Le'Veon Bell critiquing Bow Wow.
Oh, which one is Le'Veon?
Not a Ball. He's not.
Who's Le'Veon Bell? I'm so confused. So confused. He's not one of the ball boys?
No.
Fuck him then. Who is this guy? Is he street? I'm
Elliott,
sorry.
you can't say.
I don't know who he is. I'll take it back. I don't know if he's a street guy. I thought we talked about the whoa kid and the ball is little basketball brothers and the Papa that went low.
7 days.
I want to talk to the Papa.
7 days ago.
He told y'all.
You was like, yeah, I'm working with my therapist, so I'm doing better. Well, fuck him then.
Oh my
okay,
God.
who is the Bell guy?
Wait, do you want to finish on on?
No, I just want to interview the father. I think it's a great story.
But you like LeAngelo Ball's song.
I'm with the family. Yeah, they made bad sneakers back in the day, but we forgive them. It's over.
But
we love them.
Okay.
I always got to go back to the fashion, right?
They were bad sneakers. Okay,
he can't help himself.
Fans came to Bow Wow's defense after former NFL player and current rapper
NFL football
Le'Veon Bell.
I want to take it back, Mr. Bell.
Being the king of Ohio.
Oh, the Bell football guy wants to be the king of Ohio? Columbus?
You keep interrupting before the sentence ends.
I learned it from you. Sorry.
Okay. All right.
Hey, sometimes you gotta learn to shut the fuck up. You don't say you gotta let it. In an interview, if they cooking, you let them cook. You gotta shut the fuck up.
Turn my mic off.
This was supposed to be a 3-minute segment. All right. Fans came to Bow Wow's defense after Le'Veon Bell questioned Bow Wow being the king of Ohio.
Why is he picking up Bow Wow, yo? Come on, man.
Right? That's
listen, bro.
Bow Wow's the king of Columbus.
Bow Wizzle put that on the map.
Shout out to Le'Veon.
Respectful.
But no. Bow Wow has always repped Ohio.
Yeah. We team Shad Moss on this side.
Bow Wow is, even when we used to laugh, you know what I'm saying? We used to laugh at Bow Wow. Mm-hmm. Ohio is where I'm from. Like, okay, nigga. you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, okay, nigga, this nigga from Ohio. Yes. Like, who gives a fuck?
Even before Cuddy, man. Give Bow Wow his credit, baby. He put Ohio on the map.
He's the king.
He's the king.
So, but yeah, also you got to give it up to Bone Thugs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I understand where the bravado comes from because I'm from LA and I understand that there are people that co-opt LA who aren't from here, but they be like, oh, it's like, bro, but I don't have a visceral reaction like that. And I don't know what Le'Veon's story is, what he been through, what he had to go through to rep Ohio like that. But I'm assuming it has something to do with Ohio State, getting the W and whatnot. So, salute to them dudes, but no, Bow Wow is definitely from Ohio.
I also love how Bow Wow's still on that. Like, he's going to jump out and respond. He's like Soulja Boy. Like, there's no way Bow Wow going to let that slide.
Yeah. Somebody said, imagine questioning Bow Wow and being wrong. Shout out to Bow Wow, king of Ohio. Bruno Mars has a song dropping with Sexy Red.
It's going to be a slap. What's that photo of Bruno and Sexy? I want to see that.
No, it's not.
It's going to be a slap.
It's not.
No?
No, it's not. I heard a snippet.
Do you think it's going to be number one?
That's a clean version of the shot. What's going on? Damn it.
I heard the snippet. It's not a slap.
That 10 seconds makes you feel it can't be a slap?
Could it be a hit?
It could be. It's going to be a hit.
A hit, just not a slap.
Correct.
Okay.
It's going to be a hit.
Yeah.
It's Bruno fucking Mars.
I like Bruno Mars coming back to Bruno season. Let's
go.
Bruno
does well with hip-hop
It's
class.
two artists who fully encapsulate what it is that their project is about in the time period and all that. Is Bruno and The Weeknd. Like, they become characters for the entire run of the album.
Yeah. So how do we see, why does Sexy Red fit his world here?
I think he's giving you a sneak peek of what the vibe is. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like this is like
drug dealer chic.
Old school. Yeah, exactly.
Drug
exactly.
dealer chic.
Yeah, but West Coast though. This is not Belly. You know what I'm saying?
We got the Oakland hat on, so he's
That's what I'm saying.
His other side.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of great pictures with Sexy Red, Sexy Red removed a photo of her and MLK slow dancing after Bernice King told her it was disrespectful.
Yeah, I heard her getting props that she handled it in a very respectful way and cleaned it up.
Sexy Red
excuse me,
gets a lot of heat for being ratchet and being ghetto and being, you know, a bad mother and like all this type of shit. Sexy Red is actually, I mean, I've never had a conversation with her. I do know people around her.
They said wonderful things about her.
She's just a real person.
Yeah.
She's just like Cardi B when it comes to, she's
genuine.
She's the most authentic person.
She's just who she says she is. She got real ones that fuck with her, but she's also just exactly who she says she is.
And she said a fan sent her that. She thought it was funny. She put it up. Everybody got mad. Then the family got mad and she handled it.
But you also got to think, the reason why I made it akin to Cardi is because Cardi had to get used to being a celebrity.
Yeah.
She used to fuck up all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sexy's at that stage now.
Exactly.
Got you.
So we got to give her grace.
SZA became the first artist to have a #1 movie and album in the U.S. at the same time.
I got a question.
Yeah.
You know what my question is?
Why? That's why. She answered your question from earlier.
Yeah, I can't stand you, man.
Well, this is why, Elliott Wilson. #1 album and #1 movie in the country. Shout out to Issa Rae.
Congratulations,
shout out to Keke
baby.
Palmer. Shout out to SZA.
Thank you. It was great. It was a great movie.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, it was really good.
You took your
Took my lady.
African American.
We went to a Regal Cinema in North Hollywood. we were seeing.
Oh, he's a movie. Black women in the movie. He took his black woman to the.
So if he had a white woman, he couldn't take her to see the movie?
First of all, we'll never know.
We'll never know. I guess we'll never know.
Let's be honest. There isn't enough ecosystem for us to have a #1 album, a #1 movie if it was just us patronizing.
That's true.
It's not enough. It's not. We need the numbers. So shout out to all the white people that took they, you know.
Yep.
Say bigger than me, but it's not enough.
No.
Does that need a pause?
No.
Okay. Lil Baby says he didn't like his album, It's Only Me.
Duh.
Oh, the last album.
The last album before this one.
I don't think he didn't like the results.
Lil Baby don't like.
Not my turn, but yeah.
And I still like the new album. Stop hating on the new album.
Standing on it.
You do?
On it.
What?
9 songs on there. 9 or 10 songs I fuck with on that album.
Okay.
Yeah.
What song you go back to and listen to?
He's got a hit with the Future Thug record. I thought Thug.
I like Thug.
Let's give Thug's return verse from jail was a dope.
It's called Wham. Or no, Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, with him and Future. It's
Dumb and Dumber.
That could be a bigger record. It's that goddamn the Tweaker kid is taking all the spaces right now. These hit records,
D'Angelo.
man.
Yeah, he's got the.
If that wasn't out there, then that would be the big record right now. The Future Thug, Lil Baby record.
I know we had the Lil Baby conversation, but I'm very interested to see what this next Dominique album is. That what
I actually am because
everyone's excited about that.
I'm gonna put out a wish list for Lil Baby and Co. This needs to be an extremely personal album about his girl, his kid. Like same advice I gave to Roddy. I need this from Lil Baby. This needs to be extremely personal. We need something because it's starting to become monotonous. So I would like more personal. Give us a slap or two. But this album needs to be, this next Dominique album should be extremely personal.
Yeah. That's what he's promising, right? He's promising that. He's teasing that.
I want to know about...
He's got to really deliver on that.
Yes. I want to know about his relationships with other artists. I want to hear some...
Quality control.
A little quality, his relationship with Coach K and P. I want to hear some little maybe about, his Gunna situation.
Michael Rubin.
No, the Drake relationship.
What's up with him and Michael Rubin?
The Drake relationship. 21 Savage. Like I want to hear some sustenance. I want a meal, bro.
Say that word again, kid.
Sustenance. Look that shit up.
No, that's a fact. And I really do hope. I really do hope we get that.
Because if not, Jeremy Hecht might take your spot.
He's ready. He's got bars.
All right. Well, Spotlight.
Oh, the weekend before. What I got here? I got a lot. I don't have a lot. A couple. Go ahead, DJ. You set it off this time.
I want to spotlight. There is a man that we have been working with by the name of Lefty Gunplay.
Uh-oh.
And the song finally came out.
Can't Get Right.
It's called Can't Get Right, Lefty Gunplay and Jason Martin collaboration. It's a slap. Shout out to Syntrack, shout out to Mike and Keys and the whole team over there, quote unquote UCLA. I did respond to someone on the internet basically saying that they were saying that, yo, well, why Lefty Gunplay? You should spotlight, Threat or spotlight AZ Chike. AZ Chike is in right now in the studio as we speak with the team.
Okay.
Coyote is working with the team. Who else is we got in over there?
You need a name for this team, man. You say you don't got a name. You got to come up with a name.
Who said we don't have
West
one?
Coast Avengers or something?
Who said we don't have one? I'm just not disclosing it to you people.
Oh. Well, there's the one that I asked. I never got a reply from Jason Martin. I asked him what it stands for last episode. I still don't know.
Good luck. So, John Mack will be, coming in and doing some stuff with us from the Bay. And yeah, we got a couple other surprises. So
got Pilo in there.
Shout out to everybody that's been participating. Lefty Gunplay, Can't Get Right. It's a slap. Also,
videos out now too.
The videos.
Is that actually why they call him Lefty though?
That's
Like that was how he got it.
That's literally what he said, and they turned into a record. Jason Martin.
That's fire.
He's like, why? Well, first of all, let's start with a conversational piece. Getting to know everybody.
Yeah.
Like, why they call you Lefty? He's like, I can't get right. He said, that's a record.
That's so fire.
That's the first record they did.
Wow.
Well, fun fact about that record, I could talk about it now. With the Can't Get Right record. Speaking of Spotlight, it's so dope to see artists become who they are through being produced and being coached, because that song was not recorded to that beat. Lefty recorded that whole song to just, I don't want to say the artist, but just a random song that they pulled up a beat for it, and
another record that exists, just another
same similar tempo.
Got you.
And was just like, here, rap over this. And this is what I want you to rap about, but rap over this.
And then we'll produce it.
And
underneath.
they produced it around his vocals.
So
that's it turned
So that's what we're doing. I want to spotlight, the Keke Palmer and SZA record. What's the name of the record?
It's played in the movie?
Yeah, it's from the soundtrack. I'm gonna tell you right now. It is called Afford It. Keke Palmer. It's called Afford It. Also, I want to spotlight, I know Mac Miller dropped, but I'll let Jeremy Hecht do that one for obvious reasons. Busta Rhymes.
Yes, as you mentioned earlier, the Dragon.
Busta Rhymes.
The Dragon.
Do the Busta Part 2. I fuck with that. Fuck with that record.
Shout out Busta Bus.
Yeah, shout out to Bus, man. Veteran. Now, what he did on this album, it's an EP. What he did on this EP is full lyrical exercise. It's what you would be into it.
He busted out his pen.
Just full, like the whole
Busta busted out his pen.
The whole intro is a cappella.
There you go.
The whole first song is a cappella, no beat.
That's fire.
Yeah,
I'm gonna check that out.
Shout out to Bus.
Busted out his pen.
Yes, I did want to spotlight Mac Miller.
The
album, I don't know that I'll ever be able to fully go back to the album because it was
That's how I
so
feel.
right. It was sad.
That shit made me
It
sad,
was very
man.
sad. Like he talked about death like on multiple songs. He even said, I didn't know you could die on a Friday or something like that. And he died on a Friday.
Oh, I didn't even
like that. As soon as he said that, I had to look it up, and it was very eerie. But he's spoken about death for years, up until his last album. I don't know if he had some sort of premonition or that's kind of just how he felt he was going to go. But it was super sad. But I did love hearing it. Like I like when artists drop posthumously, I only want to hear it if it was a finished body of work cleared by the artist. And that was one of the few ones where it was done. He liked it. The label didn't want to put it out because it was so experimental and dark. And he had already put out Faces, the mixtape, but he was okay with this project and he liked it. So I think it's cool when that happens. I did like the single a lot. $5 Pony Rides. Yeah, that one was super dope.
Standout track.
And that I can listen to. That was an upbeat, happy song.
But such a gift to his fans too. I mean,
it really was.
You're a hardcore Mac Miller fan. You just have the sort of, I guess, closure in a certain sense of his career. I don't know if there are going to be more projects, but this felt like that. This felt like,
the missing piece.
Yeah. Of the catalog.
So yeah, rest in peace to Mac. And then I did want to shout out Party of Two. So my homie Ace tagged me in a post and said, I think you'd like this. And I looked at it and it's super dope. It's this group, they were called Group Therapy. They were 3 people that were all child stars. And they were like, one of them was on a Disney show. One of them was in like Terminator. I didn't do, a full deep dive on who they all are, but I know they were all child stars. They did it on the Radar freestyle that blew up. And now one of the guys is going solo. So there's only 2 people in the group, but they did a song where they say, we owe you an explanation is the name of the song. It's called Party of 2, one word, 2 as in the number. And, they talk about the situation. They talk about the breakup a little bit. They talk about where they've been. They talk about where they're at. And I thought the transparency was really cool, but it was very like Odd Future-like, Brockhampton-like, very left field, musical, bars. So that was super dope.
Dope. I want to spotlight Alchemist dropped a new one with Larry June and 2 Chainz. I think it's called Bad Choices. It was good to hear 2 Chainz over there. Alchemist soulful production. I thought that was really dope. He's always teased that Static Selector project he has, so I think I want to hear 2 Chainz on that type of BPM myself. I don't know what the count of it is, but just the sonics, the soul sonics of that one I like. Ransom, my guy from New Jersey, MC, got a project called Cabrini Green, which came out a couple weeks ago. My favorites on there is No Hostages, Where To, which he kind of does a little of that freeway flow from What We Do Is Wrong, and a record called Torn to Peace. Rod Wave put out a record called West Side Connection.
Yeah, I saw that.
A little romantic pain right there. You're missing the shorty music, you know what I mean?
Rod Wave probably should see a therapist.
The brother's in a lot of pain.
But I'm just saying,
he's heartbroken in this one.
If he should, it'd probably hurt his ticket sales.
No, he can't stop those ticket sales.
He's been
in pain for a long time.
It's funny. I listen
like,
to Rod
goddamn,
Wave.
dog.
I think he encapsulates teenage anxiety the same way that Taylor Swift encapsulates teenage anxiety, just for a different audience. Because I listen to that, I'm like, if I was in high school going through a heartbreak right now, this would
that's your soundtrack, right?
I would be running this.
All 20 tracks. And one more I got is 21 Little Harold. He's from Atlanta with Rob 49. They got a record, Word on the Street. It's real catchy, Word on the Street. And I'm looking forward again to the guy Central C's album. Let's see what he got.
Yep.
I want to see if a UK rapper really can make more of a mark here in the US, and I think he has the best potential.
I was trying to find this one record that I wanted to tell y'all about, but I can't. I don't know the name of it. I've been looking for it, but
next week.
Yeah, damn, because I was just playing that shit too. It was dope. I wish I could remember, but I'll try to remember.
Did it come on shuffle? Like you just found it?
Yeah, it was a random ass song.
Dope. Did you get into Pokemon Rage Rap yet?
No.
Okay. It'll happen. It'll catch up.
I missed that one.
Okay.
I did see your boy throwing his Pokeball in my mentions.
Gen 1er, yeah. You saw the Pokemon.
Pokeball.
He's trying to catch them all.
Yo, if a Pokemon rapper calls me out, man, I'm boss for him, though. That's why I draw the line, Jeremy.
I don't want
if
no
Pokemon
smoke.
rapper disses me, though, I'm making a song.
I don't want no smoke with Ash Ketchum.
What's it?
Gen 1er, he would not play about
He's literally gonna run into copyright problems.
And then I think it'll be more viral. This is what I was thinking about it. Let's say you run into copyright issues. Either way, if Pokemon is addressing you, either path is good. Pokemon addresses you and embraces it.
They're not going to embrace it.
Pokemon doesn't embrace you, then it's like what happened with NBA YoungBoy. The backlash itself will uplift it so much that you just drop the songs with different cover art. You use a different word for the hook, and then you have the fans being on your side even more because it's like, Pokemon, listen to the people. Give us what they want.
This is why I say he got another year before he's jaded, because he's so optimistic and jovial.
Might be 2 years. I think you're right.
2 years.
Wait, how old are you?
18,
25? He's 30
I'm
though.
the same age as Joey Badass.
He's 30
That's
though.
why no, bro. I'm telling you, he got 18 months before he's even close to being jaded. You see how excited he is about Pokemon
What if the rapper
Rage
start
Rap?
dissing him? What if the rapper somebody dissing him?
It don't matter. He's gonna be like, oh my God, I'm being mentioned. He going to cover it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't trust me. He got another 18 months of this shit before he's completely fucked over like us.
I'm hoping I maintain this level of joy.
A lost innocence. How long do you think Jeremy's innocence is going to last in the chat? I want to know.
Give us the over-under is 18 months. You think more or less?
You got 18 months, I think.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys for we're what, 7 months in? 8
Are
months?
I don't know.
Maybe more.
She just did the clack shit. What's the clack shit say?
Have we been doing this for 8 months? 7 months?
You ready for that 1 year anniversary?
38
weeks. Well, 50 weeks is when we get the love from Head.
Pause.
Hey, now.
That was a pause. That was a pause. That we get him say, that DJ Hed will say I love you back.
I won't say that.
You said at 50 episodes. We can run the clip.
Oh, he promised that in the 50th
I didn't
episode?
promise that.
He said he would love us?
I said I would.
You said it like you were going to.
Okay, now you sound like a creep because if I say I would sleep with you, that don't mean that I have to give you some pussy.
Why are you doing that? I don't even know how to reply to this. We're ending the episode. I don't even know how to reply to
like that.
Anything I say will and can be used.
Nasty.
All right,
nasty.
but we also do want to get your live reaction because we have our intro finished from last week that I was teasing the intro.
Well, can't wait.
This is what he acts like on camera, but after he's gonna do that was fun.
Oh, shout out to LA Strong too. Go to Fanatics and get your LA apparel. 17 teams available. All the proceeds go to fire relief out here in LA. So shout out to the Fanatics and Karen Civil. The LA Strong. I got the Lakers. I got the Rams. They got the Chargers. All that.
LA Strong.
Clippers. All that. 17 LA teams, including college. Wow. They got
USC
hockey for motherfuckers
the Kings,
like
yeah.
You know
I don't like.
You don't like hockey?
I don't like the way you did. Hockey.
Well, it's better down than up.
Yeah.
The theme song.
We don't, yeah, there we go. All
the bigger
right.
picture.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, is it visual?
West Coast.
Wow.
Oh yeah, you know I had to turn it up for one time. Elliott, you ready? DJ Hed, you ready?
West Coast.
Hey Jeremy, you ready?
They know it's time.
Let's get it. It's a cold game, cold world, that's why we talk about it. Ain't like everybody else that'll just walk around it. Views is different, snap a picture and now it's vintage. Cause it ain't just talking for the views, that's how he meant it. It's the bigger picture. Yeah, it's the bigger picture.
Look at us.
Yeah, it's the big picture.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The bigger picture.
That's hard.
We got a real intro.
Salute the team.
Yeah, shout out to the whole team for putting that together.
That's hard.
Young Rick's on the track.
Shout out to Young Rick. Shout out to Dars from the Bay.
Production.
You know what I'm saying?
I get to post that? I get to post it? You gonna let me loose?
I think, yeah, we can.
Can I post it? Can I post it? You know what I'm saying? Elliott swear
He's not jaded. Look how excited he was to post the clip.
Nah, he's jaded.
Support my colleagues, my team, man. My team, man.
Hey, we got the bigger picture crew. We got the best team in the building.
We do.
We do.
Chat,
Like, comment, subscribe.
There you go. Like, comment, subscribe.
And shout out to the chat. Shout out to you bots.
Don't shout the bots out. Don't shout the bots.
Shout out to you bots. And make sure that y'all encourage this man to rap without being provoked lyrically by a better or superior rapper. You know what I'm saying? We need that for the culture.
All right.
The bigger picture.
Wow. That was a fun episode. I was like, nothing happened
You
this
never know
week,
where it's
but it
gonna
ended
go.
up being very fun.